Do you know the title of Halloween 5, Kate?
You want me to guess? The Return of Jamie Lee Curtis.
You wish. She's not back yet.
Boo.
Halloween 5. Boo. No.
Halloween 5. You hear that heavy breathing? That was the subtitle.
Kate, it's called Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, who...
Didn't he just return?
We last saw he was buried in a grave. Yeah, 4 was called The Return of Michael Myers. This is The Revenge of Michael Myers.
So the whole last one was like, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
And now it's like, I'm back and I'm going to take my revenge. Upon whom?
Well, this movie came out, Kate, on October 13th, 1989, only literally 1 year after Halloween 4.
Oh, no.
Halloween 4 had done like kind of surprisingly well. It wasn't like record breaking, but it did better than they thought it would.
Because your favorite mask bag man is back.
Yeah. So producer Mustafa Akkad was like, we got to make another one.
Oh, Mustafa, just rest.
So he rushed this thing into production. The writer and the director of the previous one, they were both like, nah, we're good. So he had to get a new team here. The script writing was chaotic. So you get 3 credited writers, Michael Jacobs, Dominique Othenin-Girard, who's also the director, and Shem Bitterman are all 3 credited as writers.
Okay.
And like I said, the director was Dominique Othenin-Girard. And he did not have a ton of experience directing.
Excellent.
Nor will he. One thing he directs later is The Omen 4, which is a made-for-TV sequel to the Omen series. Anyway.
So he's like a third movie and above guy.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we'll get, what's his name?
Dominique Othenin-Girard.
Othenin? Is he French?
I think he's Swiss.
Excellent.
Wait, let's find out. Dominique Othenin-Girard. He's a Swiss-French. He's Swiss-French, whatever that means.
Yes, the old Swiss French. All right, so he's your guy where you're like, all right, you can't do number 1 or 2, but maybe 3 and above.
Yeah.
Let's get Dominique in here.
Yeah.
He'll do anything.
Most of the cast from Part 4 return, mainly Donald Pleasance. He just won't go away.
Donald is just, he's got to pay rent.
Yeah, he's not turning down the paycheck. And Danielle Harris as the little girl, Jamie Lloyd. As a side note here, Danielle Harris will later do the voice of the older sister on The Wild Thornberrys. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Wow.
That's it. Ready to watch?
Yes.
I prayed that he would burn in hell. But in my heart, I knew that hell would not have him.
All right, so we remember that in the last one, 4, it ended with that creepy little girl killing her mom in a clown costume.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget, Mustafa Akkad presents.
First words on screen.
Mustafa.
He's like, I made this.
Just Donald Pleasance. He won't quit.
Are we going to see a pumpkin in these credits?
Clearly not. They're doing these like weird cuts where like a knife is slicing. It just makes me think of when Britney Spears recorded those videos of her dancing with knives.
Wow.
That's all I'm thinking about. I know it's supposed to scare me. It's not working in 2024.
It has just been revealed that as we see these quick flashes of knives, they are carving a pumpkin. I was nervous that we weren't going to see a pumpkin in the opening credits, but because so far, every single one of these movies has had one, right?
Somebody's really going to town on this pumpkin, though. It is
They're not doing a good job.
significant.
They're playing the music right away.
And it's the fast one. It's like stuff's going down. All right, we remember this. We remember.
Yeah, we're doing a little flashback, I guess.
It's only been a year. All right, Michael Myers went literally into a grave.
You're going to get to see it again right now.
He's been consumed by the earth. How's he coming back?
They are going to answer all your questions and more, Kate.
Are they? Is he like a supernatural force, you know?
I don't know. Jamie, stay in the car. And then the next thing that's going to happen is she's like over there touching him, right?
Yeah.
Typically, I mean, that's very realistic.
Yes. Is it that like it's an evil spirit that like she's touched Michael Myers? I cannot overstate how much Michael Myers is lit up by guns. Like he's been shot like 50 times.
Yeah, but in the
and
original...
then he fell into a hole.
You know, the original, they shot him. He didn't fall in a hole, but they shot him a lot and he survived.
He's down in this hole.
All right, here we go. Here's the new footage. We're down in the hole with him now. And there he crawled away immediately.
He's just scooting.
That was kind of anticlimactic, the like resolution to how did he get away.
He scooted away. He fell into like some kind of weird well, drainage hole, sluice.
We didn't see
this.
this.
Then they put dynamite into the hole.
Yeah, that didn't happen in the last movie, but here they are after they shot him and he fell and they threw like a cartoon stick of dynamite in the hole. That's awesome. But nobody checked.
And then he just crawled into the river and floated away on his back. Still wearing the mask.
Kind of peacefully, honestly. Look, looks nice.
He doesn't look very relaxed. He looks kind of like you in the ocean.
I hate the ocean. I'm scared of it.
So Michael Myers has dragged himself out of a creek now and has stumbled upon sort of this compound encampment of some sort made by an older gentleman who has a parrot for some inexplicable reason. I guess it's so Michael Myers can kill it. Oh no, there he is. Thank God the parrot's okay. Michael Myers has attacked this older gentleman, but very briefly, and then fallen to the ground. Is this old man going to take care of him? Halloween Eve, 1 year later, nursed back to health by the kindness of an old man. And we're here at the children's clinic, which I can only assume is some kind of psychiatric unit for children. But it's in Haddonfield. Why would you want to live in Haddonfield?
Yeah, so to your question earlier, is it an evil spirit that transferred to her, or is it just genetic?
We got Jamie. She's a mute now. She's selectively mute.
I don't know, look, they're like psychically linked or something.
Yeah, they got something going
When
on.
he moves his hand, she moves her hand. He's been resting and recuperating for a whole year.
I want the movie of Michael Myers and this old man living together.
For a year, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, how ungrateful. That man nursed him back to health. They
Yeah.
had a nice time being roommates for a whole year, and now Michael Myers kills him.
They probably ate like a ton of canned beans, hung out
Sardines.
around the fire. Maybe they sang a song or two, you know? But yeah, so I guess the implication here is that Jamie, the child, and Michael Myers are psychically bonded in a way. And now that he has been seized by, what's it called? Homicidal rage, Jamie too is struggling.
Michael Myers having a seizure right now, too?
He's like doing a choke, I think. This is not Dr. Loomis's area of expertise. He is a psychiatrist.
Yeah, Jamie is like not breathing, so they were about to do a tracheotomy.
Tracheotomy.
A tracheotomy. And he's like, no, first of all, how'd you get into the clinic, Dr. Loomis?
Dr. Loomis is
Your
just
burnt
hanging
face,
out.
that trench coat that doesn't seem to have been washed in years.
I don't think Dr. Loomis is practicing good hygiene. I just feel it in my soul.
The question is, will he get to use his gun in this film?
You know that Dr. Loomis is going to use the gun. So her foster sister is hanging out with her. Would I hang out with the child who stabbed my mom? I don't know. You know? Extremely overstimulating friend.
Yeah, their chaotic teenage friend is here. Don't worry, Dr. Loomis is here to rain on this parade.
So the foster sister has brought her like extremely overstimulating friend who brought a dog and is like tooting around on the children's psychiatric clinic.
Climbed in the window of the clinic to get past the front desk. All right.
See, mom's
the mom
alive.
survived. Okay. Weird.
But will not visit.
Better safe than sorry.
Donald Pleasance is like Joe Biden before he dropped out of the race. He's like winded.
I'm still up to this.
I
Oh.
can fight Michael Myers.
Everyone in Haddonfield is like, please don't be the one to fight Michael Myers.
Yeah, we need someone younger, more fit to fight Michael Myers. All right, so we're getting a little like OG Halloween, right? With like, okay, Michael Myers is here but not here, but then you see his mask and it just,
At least
they had it. They had the idea.
At least his mask is dirty in this one. I
Yeah.
feel like in 4, his mask was so clean. I know he just got a new one and now it's been a year, but I just didn't like the clean mask.
All right, so we got some breathing through a mask. That's good, right? All right, so now Jamie, the little girl, is kind of doing like some remote viewing, I guess.
Yeah.
Like she's able to see what Michael Myers sees.
Does Donald Pleasance work at this clinic?
I'm sure he does. He's gotten himself in because he is obsessed with the Myers family.
He's like in the craft room with all like 50 children all doing a craft.
I feel like in Dr. Loomis's old age, he's become like one of those weird like parapsychology professors where he's like, I think this little girl is doing remote viewing. She
He's
has
right.
ESP.
Yeah, but in this universe, he's right. He's not a quack.
Whoa, there he is. Got a little Michael Myers in the background.
This girl is not scared enough. She went through it last year.
Yeah.
She's already been stalked by Michael Myers. She should be much more nervous right now.
Right.
That she's discovered the door open at her house.
Run into the street. Dr. Loomis has told, what's her name? Rachel? Dr. Loomis has told Rachel, like, get out of here. Are you hearing these noises?
Were they just like cartoon sound effects?
All right, so a bunch of cartoon sound effects just happened, and I don't understand why. Is it to show that, like, the police are bozos? Like, a bunch of, like, clown
That's really
clown
weird.
nose noises happened.
Yeah. Only when we saw the police officers who were like, there's no evil guy in your house. It's just your dog. Gotta go. Who's that little boy?
Why is Dr. Loomis wearing gloves? He looks like he's about to strangle someone. He's like, let me put on my black gloves to work with these children. No. The police are clown shoes because Michael Myers was in here.
They didn't check this closet?
All right, I'm trying to give this movie the benefit of the doubt. We have Michael Myers being revealed via light and darkness. Good idea. I just don't like it. Also, you gotta wear a bra with a white sweater. I'm just saying. I'm
Maybe
not trying to tell people what to do.
Is that why he's out to get her?
Michael Myers is like, oh, you got to probably wear a bra with that. Michael Myers could really use like some art therapy, you know?
Dr. Loomis has worked with Michael Myers since he was Jamie's age. So it's interesting he's working with her and he's not just like, kill her while she's little. Like, what makes her different than Michael Myers? I mean, she is like trying to communicate with him through sign language and drawings. I guess that's what's
because he
different.
didn't really do anything.
Right. He could
you
never
know?
get Michael Myers to ever communicate. Burn her. There he is. Oh, she got
All right.
stabbed.
He is attacked.
His first kill of the movie. Oh no, he already killed the that unhoused man. His second kill of the movie. A simple scissor stabbing.
Dr. Loomis is just always screaming with his ragged voice. He's like, have you forgotten how many people died last year?
They're like, what?
Have you forgotten?
Come again?
Dr. Loomis is definitely drinking out of a bag in his office. So Dr. Loomis is convinced that like hell has rejected Michael Myers, right?
He's too evil even to be in hell.
Yep. Great house. All right. So here's Rachel's friend, super overstimulating, like always running around, who just lays down on someone else's bed. Boundaries, Jillian, whatever her name is. I cannot emphasize this enough. Something that really takes me out of this series of horror movies is just picturing Michael Myers running really fast
his
when
fast
someone
feet.
looks away.
What machine is she even hooked up to?
It looks like she's hooked up to an EEG.
Like they're doing like a sleep study?
I think they're using a science tool to be like, we are doing science.
Tina finally said the first sensible thing in this whole movie. They should ban Halloween in the town of Haddonfield. It's weird that they just killed the Rachel, the teenage girl main character from the last movie, and are just replacing her with two new teenage girls we haven't met yet.
Also, this EEG machine is not recording anything. Like it's all just straight lines. So now we got the music. She saw Michael Myers out the window, our little girl.
We're going to have a nice classic Michael Myers chases you around a building scene.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this was the idea, but it being a young girl, like a little girl child instead of a teenager, is so much more disturbing to me.
Yeah, it is kind of like scary. And actually, I would say that the technique is pretty good here, right?
Mhm.
Like we got a lot of really close footage of this little girl running, and that feels like really claustrophobic,
Mhm.
right? Okay, not
That's a
bad.
good scene.
Not bad, Dominique.
Dominique. I don't know how to do a Swiss-French. French-Swiss? Which comes first?
Guys, if you're French Swiss, call in. Speak to us.
Please. I want to hear your voice.
What kind of shoes do you think Michael Myers wears?
He's not wearing like something cool like Doc Martens.
He's wearing like a steel toe boot, you think? This is the least secure children's psychiatric unit in the world. Got kids crawling around in the basement. Dr. Loomis just busts into your room at any moment to be like, hey, you gotta help me find your dead uncle. And then he shakes you. He's wearing gloves.
Where are they? This little girl who cannot speak. He's like, why won't you tell me where your uncle is? So far, Dr. Loomis is much scarier to Jamie than Michael Myers is in this movie.
He's literally the worst therapist in the world. He's just shaking this kid and being like, he made you stab your stepmother. Why do you hate him? And why do you hate me?
Seeing him talk to this 9-year-old really makes you think about how he was talking to 9-year-old Michael Myers.
Yes, I would argue the real villain here is Dr. Loomis because he made Michael Myers.
If he was shaking him and screaming like this and then be like, he's beyond help, he won't talk to me.
Why does Michael Myers hate me?
He's evil. He's the shake. I know you want to see him shoot someone.
You know what? I do. Dr. Loomis loves gunplay.
This is the longest we've seen into a Halloween movie where Dr. Loomis has not taken out his gun.
I'm kind of disappointed. What is this?
There's someone with steel-toed boots.
But it's an actual steel-toed cowboy boot. Like
Yeah.
it has a...
The seal's on the outside.
Mhm. We just saw Boots, though, and he was mean to a dog. Oh my God, Dr. Loomis has got the gun.
A second ago, I was commenting how we hadn't seen Dr. Loomis's gun.
timestamp.
Here he is.
We made it 32 minutes and like 30 seconds into the movie before Dr. Loomis revealed that he was packing heat.
Just to be clear, he is no longer in the children's psychiatric, whatever that was.
I think is he at the Myers house now?
It doesn't look like the Myers house, but I
think
assume,
it's supposed to be the Myers
I
house.
assume that's where he's at.
It looks a lot more cinematic.
It's like
than the old
blue
Myers
now,
house,
right?
yeah.
It wasn't blue.
Doesn't Dr. Loomis have like patient notes to write?
Like, who is employing him? How is he drawing a salary?
I don't think he is. I think he's just wandering from hospital to hospital,
How does he pay
Screaming.
his rent?
shaking kids. Why does Dr. Loomis think that he can just shoot Michael Myers? Every time he shot Michael Myers has come back, right?
Yeah, like, what's his plan here?
Like, you'd think he would bring like a bazooka, you know, or like a flamethrower. But no, Michael Myers has been burned.
He's flame resistant.
before.
The bazooka could work.
I think you have to just blow him into pieces.
Maybe like irradiate him? Does that take too long?
I think so.
Have him make some watches.
Ooh, the Pointy Boots. Mr. Pointy Boots is following Dr. Loomis. Who is that guy? He too has a weird tattoo on his arm.
So he has
just
the
like
same-
Michael Myers.
It's the same wrist tattoo as Michael Myers, like a weird, the Deathly Hallows, basically.
Michael Myers, he went to New Orleans for the weekend, came back with a wrist tattoo. All right, so Dr. Loomis went down to the basement of the Myers house and opened up like the laundry chute, and a dead possum slid out, which is quite possibly the most realistic part of this whole franchise, where it's like, all right, I'm going into the basement. I don't really want to open this thing. Is something scary going to come out? Here's Michael Myers just out in broad daylight. What's he doing?
He's like sort of hiding behind a bush, but anyone on the other side of him could see him clearly. He heard these people were planning to have sex, so.
He was like, not on my watch. Tina's friend Sam's date just came like bounding out of the convenience store doing what I can only describe as like voguing. It was wild.
They're asking a lot of us to care about any of these teens.
Yeah.
They made us learn about a whole new set of teens last time, and then they killed one of them right away. We haven't seen the boy. I guess the boy from the last movie's gone. Did he survive? Like, what reason does Michael Myers have for stalking these people? We don't know who they are. He doesn't know who
they were in Rachel's house.
You're right. Okay. Anybody who was near her house is fair game. You've said it a lot, but this is way too much Michael Myers. Like,
so much Michael Myers.
Like, where this guy's in the car and they just show Michael Myers walk all the way up to the car.
It's not a good device.
Right. It's not
right. Like,
subtle.
don't show the monster. Like, it's much scarier to not see the monster.
Right. Also, they're insulting our intelligence so much as viewers, because this guy, we barely just met him. He's obsessed with his car. He just told his friend, like, touch my car again and you're dead. The literal next scene, Michael Myers kills him by scratching his car with a rake to like make him irate and then kills him. I don't know. I think in a better movie, that would have happened like 20 minutes later to at least make you have to remember.
The old goblin costume pageant at the children's psychiatric ward seems kind of bleak. All right, here's the boot guy.
He's smoking a cigarette. They're really so they've added a new mysterious character. He's wearing a black trench coat and black steel-toed boots, smoking a ciggy, but we don't know anything else about him other than his matching tattoo. Him and Michael Myers, like you said, had a weekend in Vegas. They swore eternal brotherhood.
Maybe Michael Myers just wants to have like a fun night out, you know?
He's like, I went to go to the Halloween party.
No one ever invited me to the Halloween party. Dr. Loomis just shook me. Dr. Loomis is here.
He's at the pageant. Dr. Loomis, he's whack, but he wouldn't miss the Halloween pageant.
Dr. Loomis's medical license should be revoked.
Now she's really going to die. She asks for a pack of cigarettes. Michael Myers is like, smoking is bad.
Jamie is having like some kind of seizure. Like, she seems to have like a seizure every time that Michael Myers is about to kill. And Dr. Loomis is just holding her face and screaming directly into her face, being like, tell me where he is.
Stop having a seizure.
Cookie woman.
Cookie woman. Cookie woman.
Dale's gas station, 5th and Main.
I'm going to need you to put in at like 44 what's happening.
Cookie woman.
There's like a suggestive image of a woman wearing a cookie bra. And
Jamie's trying to...
Jamie can get out as cookie woman because she's selectively mute, I guess.
I don't know. She's
unclear.
Traumatized.
Yeah, she's got trauma. And
Cookie
I
woman. Wow, Jamie is relearning how to speak.
Yeah, because Dr. Loomis shook her real good. He applied the patented Dr. Loomis shake a 9-year-old treatment, and then she spoke again. It was a miracle. They're basically just saying like, okay, Tina, you almost died in the car, but you can go.
Finally, somebody speaks truth to power to Dr. Loomis. Tina's like, you're creepy. You're creeping Jamie out. You're a creepy man.
Tina really should stay the night here, though, where it's ostensibly safe.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know that her boyfriend is actually Michael Myers. Who's that cop who looks like he's one of Liberace's boyfriends?
Dr. Loomis needs help. He's not well.
That girl's gonna die tonight. Someone get me bullets. Have you ever watched 8 movies in a single franchise? Saw? You've seen all 10 Saws.
I have. All right. So now Jamie's just wandering the grounds of this children's psychiatric hospital.
They have done it. She's not even on the grounds. She's in the neighborhood. They've done a terrible job doing any sort of security, keeping the kids in the building.
Now, Jamie and her little friend, he's just a little boy, are going to go to the Tower Farm to this very grown-up Halloween party to go find Tina.
Like, does that guy just look like that, or did he have weird plastic surgery?
All right, so Michael Myers has pulled up to the party.
Has he switched back to his regular mask?
Yep, he's wearing his regular mask. The police are there. They literally watch Michael Myers drive by, and they're like, it's all right.
Well, it's very believable that a teenager in Haddonfield would think it's funny to dress as Michael Myers and go to a Halloween party. However, the police sitting outside probably should look into it.
Literally every time someone dresses in a Michael Myers costume, they are almost shot or burned in a fire or they literally die. So why would you do it?
The two girls and the one boyfriend, they did a little prank on the police where he dressed as Michael Myers, almost got shot. And then the girl just found a kitten. Now they're all just screaming, running around. It's not unrealistic.
Yeah, this is the perfect depiction of like a rural party, isn't it? Like rural teen party. Don't you wish that you had that little orange kitten?
That's a very nice looking kitten.
I hope that orange kitten is okay. I hope it makes it out.
I don't think Michael Myers would kill a kitten, but he has killed a few dogs.
He's killed several dogs.
I wouldn't put it past him. He did not kill the parrot earlier, right?
That's true.
He killed
He
the
did not
parrot's
kill the
owner.
parrot.
You were worried, but he never killed the parrot. It's like they can only afford to hire the rest of the party people for one shooting hour.
Yep, and they were like, all right, the kittens are cheaper.
Oh, wow, there's a whole litter of kittens?
Yeah.
Maybe the kittens will defeat Michael Myers.
If Michael Myers kills a kitten, I'm leaving this franchise.
This is just so, like, random. The fact that they're now, like, in a barn full of kittens. Like, did Michael Myers, like, breed the kittens to lure them out here? Like, is it just a coincidence?
So. Yeah.
It's just good luck. That
Tyler,
there's
you've
kittens.
never seen, like, a barn with kittens in it?
Have you?
Yeah. That is, like, a classic drunk girl moment where she's like, why am I holding this cat? I hate cats. I'm also confused by Tina's costume because it looks a lot like what she was wearing during the day.
Tina kind of had like some Madonna 80s stuff on. And yeah, you're right. Her costume's not much different. It's this extended kitten sequence.
I love the amount of time that the kittens are in this movie. The more kittens that I get to see in a movie, the better. That kitten does not want to be held, though. Look, he's like, get me out of here.
Put me down. I'm not an actor.
If it's even implied that a kitten gets hurt, I'm out of here.
Like, it was last Halloween, 1 year ago, that Michael Myers went on his last rampage.
Yes.
I understand in the previous movie how he hadn't been around for like 10 years, so maybe they would not be so nervous.
I would perhaps just rest inside.
Right?
On this
Yeah, but that's what you did on Halloween anyway when you were a teenager, so...
Hey.
We didn't have a killer loose in our hometown. And you really can't feel bad for these people because they just dressed as Michael Myers to do a prank, so...
Sure.
Oh.
All right, he's killing.
Right, so when the real Michael Myers... Oh.
Nope, no, he's not. It was Spitz with his fake knife and his outfit. Get the kittens out of here. They're making out.
When this is over, I'm going to ask you what's worse, Halloween 4 or 5, and I don't know what the answer is yet.
Honestly, I don't know. At least Halloween 5 had the children's psychiatric ward goblin pageant.
And the kittens.
And the kittens. Honestly, Halloween 5 is pulling out ahead because of the kittens. Don't bite the glove. I hate the idea of biting fabric. It existentially irks me.
Yeah, you seem very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I hate when people bite fabric.
The character Spitz just bit the other character Samantha's glove to remove it, and that really made you, I see you licking your teeth over there.
It's really unpleasant. Honestly, that was the most unpleasant part of the movie for me, right there.
I know we've done it to death already, but just like, is Michael Myers, does he kill based on any reasoning? Like, Michael Myers would have killed these two whether they were making love or not, right? There seems to be no greater reasoning.
Well, and Michael Myers really has evolved in how he kills, right? Like, he's got the pitchfork now.
Was that a 2-for-1? Did he get them both? No, he only got Spitz. Whoa, and he's got the scythe to do the next kill. All right. I mean, that's kind of cool in terms of horror movie, slasher movie murders. It's just like, Jamie Lee Curtis aside, it's hard to like root for any of these people the way that you'd root for Laurie Strode. They did do their prank earlier, their hilarious Michael Myers prank. Laurie Strode never did anything like that. I would like to point out the kittens got away unscathed.
Yes, thank God. The kittens are okay. Kittens are good. They're healthy. They're probably lapping up a pool of blood right now.
It'll make them strong.
Getting nourished.
Oh, yeah, there's one.
See?
It actually is lapping up blood. Oh, my God.
It's a barn cat. He's tough.
Where is Dr. Loomis with his gun? He never has it when we need him.
So Michael Myers has placed the bodies for maximum effect. He's very theatrical in that way.
Didn't he even back to the first one, wasn't he doing that? Weren't they like
I think so.
Fun ways to be found, like in a dresser or something?
She's screaming. The little girls are here. This is a lot to keep track of, I gotta tell you.
Okay, Michael Myers is now just trying to run Tina over. Earlier, you were complimenting his creativity. Now, this is like the lamest kill.
Yeah.
If he truly he's not going to run her over.
Just running him over with a car.
No. I spoke too soon.
It's visceral. It's visceral, Tyler.
No, he stopped. He's going to get out and do something evil, probably. Let's see. Oh, wow. He's trying to run over the kids now.
Well, he's going to hit that little boy, Billy. The first time we ever heard his name.
Oh, my God. All right.
All right, Billy was thrown to the side. He's okay now.
For all the violence in slasher movies, it's not common to see a little kid get murdered.
Yeah, I have to say, this is probably the most realistic part of this movie, which is just a kid wearing a Halloween costume, like, at an inappropriate time. Yes, it's Halloween, but don't wear it to go save your friend. Anyone who's ever interacted with a kid knows that they will put on a Halloween costume at the drop of a hat.
To play devil's advocate, you're getting your money's worth if they want to wear it all
Good
fall
point.
leading
But
up to
usually they're in,
Halloween.
like, tatters. Okay, so Michael Myers just hit a tree, and the car burst into flames,
Huh.
Michael Bay style.
Wow.
Absolutely exploded. He's dead. They left Billy here on the ground. All right, Michael Myers is completely fine after that collision with the tree.
And explosion.
And
Subsequent
explosion. And car fire. He came out ready to kill, knife at the ready. Where's that steel-toed boot man?
Do you think 1989 was modern enough of a time for them to like make sure this kid actor got some like counseling about the role she was playing?
No,
Probably
absolutely not. All right, so Tina saved Jamie.
She threw herself in front of the knife.
Yep.
Tina, out of all the teens in this movie, has not really done too much questionable.
No, yeah, she
She's always behaved.
said Dr. Loomis was creepy.
Yeah, she's always been above board. She's been likable.
Yep,
Like
she's
no one else
kind
is
of wacky,
even likable.
kind of wacky and weird.
She did participate in that prank with the fake Michael Myers, though, so I guess she's got that against her. But I feel like she was talked into it. Here's Dr. Loomis.
All right, so Dr. Loomis has joined them in this abandoned cornfield.
I was just out for my nightly stroll in the cornfield.
All right, so Dr. Loomis has found the little children and has brought them to the police.
Every teen we met in this movie is dead already.
Dead.
They're all
dead.
gone.
Goodbye.
So it's just Jamie, Billy, and Dr. Loomis. And Michael has no interest. Michael Myers does not seem to want to kill Dr. Loomis. He likes keeping him around. He like never even really makes an attempt to kill him.
Tina, she's dead. Damn Dr. Loomis. Dr. Loomis, after Jamie just watched Tina be stabbed, he's like, "Are you going to help me now?"
And then she goes, Dr. Loomis, can you kill Michael Myers? He goes, I think so. I don't trust him
think
anymore.
so.
How could he possibly have a new plan that's going to work?
They have to, like, nuke Michael Myers, right? He can't die.
That's a good idea.
Is there a reason?
We haven't found it yet, huh? No one's explained to us why. But maybe that's scarier, right?
Dr. Loomis is always just screaming into the bushes. Why would they bring her to this bombed out home?
She's bait.
This is horrible.
She's here as bait because everybody in this town does whatever Dr. Loomis says.
Yeah,
which-
so the whole police force is like hiding in the Myers house
Yeah.
with Jamie sitting up in a window, like brushing her hair to see if someone will be able to lure Michael Myers out. What's that? The symbol on the wall.
Oh, is that?
It
is
looks like their wrist
the
tattoo.
tattoo is good catch.
Tyler, I'm not ignorant.
You have been excellent throughout the previous 5 movies at catching things that I absolutely did not notice.
Yeah, Tyler, this is why I would be the final girl. You would not be the final girl. You'd be dead.
Me moping for the rest of the day because you told me I wouldn't be the final girl.
Just saying.
Me on my deathbed. Remember when you said I wouldn't be the final girl?
Tyler, I love you. I adore you. You do not possess the skills nor the grit to be the final girl.
I can't argue.
You would gratefully accept death. You'd be like, just do it.
Like almost too early in the movie.
I actually think that you could survive because maybe you would take the fun out of it for Michael Myers. If you just didn't fight back, if you were just like, all right, Michael, get it over with, big boy. I think he would move on. I think he'd be
He
disgusted.
would just walk right over me.
Michael Myers likes the fight. He likes the struggle.
Hmm.
All right, so now all the police are going to the children's psychiatric unit
Because Jamie thought she saw her,
Yeah.
her remote viewing there, but maybe Michael Myers can like throw his voice.
he's like a remote viewing ventriloquist is
Yeah.
what you're trying to say to me.
That is exactly what I'm trying to say.
Excellent.
We're on the same wavelength. That's why
Really
we're
are.
married.
You would maybe survive if we were together.
I don't think so. I'd like trip over something and fall on the knife.
Dr. Loomis is actually wild. He just destroyed
Like the police
the
radio.
police radio.
Now he's pulled the gun on this cop. I am so happy Dr. Loomis is waggling his gun around again. It's his main characteristic, other than being bad at psychiatry.
Bad at psychiatry, loves guns.
Are you speaking about the whole country of the United States of America?
Yeah, the cop is just like, everything's fine. Don't worry at all about this.
After Dr. Loomis is absolutely going nuts.
Yeah, shouldn't they just go in a closet? No windows? That's it. You're done. I'm just so confused. Where is the boot man? He's gonna Deus Ex Machina here. Oh, here he
It's
is.
your boy.
Michael Myers just popped out.
I don't think Michael Myers could hear Dr. Loomis's raspy little voice through the latex mask. ear
No,
holes.
absolutely. His raspy little Joe Biden whisper.
come back to us, Michael. He'd be like, what?
Somebody get Dr. Loomis an ice cream. I will say Michael Myers really knows how to hold a knife to get maximum reflection on the knife.
Do you think he practiced in the mirror?
Yeah, he's practicing making his scary gestures in the mirror. Dr. Loomis says little girl a lot. I don't like it.
So he's like, Michael, maybe if you spend quality time with your niece, your evil rage will subside. This is his new treatment technique.
All right, so Dr. Loomis is saying, like, look, you used to be a nice little boy. Come with me. We'll figure out a way to get rid of your rage.
Is this good de-escalation?
No, we don't need that rope ladder. Just yeet the little girl out the window. All right, so Michael Myers just blasted through the door, riddled with bullets, and now he's just punching the cop right in the face.
It's like, I think the bullets make him stronger.
Do you think he absorbs their power?
The lead.
Now he's strangling the police officer with this gratuitous rope ladder.
Whoa.
Why?
It's pretty clever. They were using the rope ladder to escape safely, and then it turned into a strangling tool.
Is Michael Myers about to be defeated by this laundry chute that he doesn't know how to open?
Should have helped with the laundry, Michael, when you were a little boy. Okay, yes, he has some sort of ritualistic space set up here with candles.
Which is different, right, from what he's ever done before. He's never done like a weird ritual of any kind. All right, so she asked Michael Myers to take off his mask.
You know, no one really ever talks to him.
Yeah, he never gets a little...
None of the victims
to.
are ever
Yeah.
like, hey, can I see your face without the mask? Hey, how are you doing? How do you feel about this, Michael? I mean, Dr. Loomis has asked that a lot. But
No,
usually,
he has not. Dr. Loomis
usually
just
it's
shook
accompanied
him
by
and screamed in
shaking.
his face.
How are you doing? Are we ignoring the fact that he got burned to a crisp? His skin on his face looked
Beautiful.
perfect.
God,
Like
what
he's
kind
been
of...
moisturizing.
Yeah, what kind of moisturizer is Michael Myers using? Because I want it.
Like his
Oh my
hand.
God, Dr. Loomis. Here he is. He just showed up. Dr. Loomis won't die either. I think we have to note that. He and Michael Myers,
True.
both Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers are made of the same Teflon, right? They were burned in the same fire. Here's Dr. Loomis holding up Jamie, the little girl.
It looks
as
like
bait.
he's using her as a shield.
Yeah, he's like, come and get her.
Jamie, did you call him uncle? Did it work? Did he shed one little tear?
So now Dr. Loomis has caught Michael in a net made of chains. And now he's shooting him with a tranquilizer gun.
I wasn't expecting this. It's like
Me
an
neither.
elephant tranquilizer.
This is like Home Alone. All right, so now Michael Myers is trapped in the chain net, and he's got like so much ketamine in him.
And Dr. Loomis is beating him with a board of wood now.
Dr. Loomis should probably have his license revoked. And where is that man with the boots? It's not that much time left.
Jamie's going to need just a little bit of therapy, I think.
Mhm. Okay, so there he is in
Michael's
jail.
in a K-hole in a jail cell right now.
The boot man. He looks like a plague doctor a little bit, but we haven't seen his face.
I feel like they're also doing a little bit of the beginning of The Exorcist here,
Mhm.
the street lamp.
So here's the boot man. He's walking up to the Haddonfield Police Department. We've seen him a couple times, but we don't know anything about him. Literally nothing. Okay, so the boot man, the plague doctor, exorcist guy with mysterious boots, has blown up the police station with like a grenade, and in this smoky confusion is shooting everyone at the police station.
I think it's about to be a little bit of a cliffhanger here.
Take me back to the kittens. Give me the kittens.
Think
That's
you're
all I
gonna-
want.
You may have to wait till Halloween 6 to get the answers you seek.
Jesus crapping Christ.
And lucky for you, you're going to have to wait a heck of a lot less than people did back then.
Whew. What do you think? What do you think?
I think Jamie got a lot of great scenes in this movie. I'm like having trouble even remembering what happened in the last hour and a half. It was pretty forgettable, but
There were kittens.
I thought it was pretty cheap how Michael Myers just crawled through a little small underground cave at the beginning from
Yeah,
his
that kinda
grave.
sucked.
What'd you think?
Here were the pluses
Mhm.
of this movie. The presence of kittens. Very nice. I thought there were a couple good shots, like cinematic. There were a few moments where I was like, oh, this actually feels good to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last movie, 4, did not really
Did
have
not.
any.
Have a lot going for it. Tina's outfits, thumbs up. And yeah, Danielle Harris's acting, I have to say, I'm
Great.
impressed.
That was the
Impressive.
best part of the
Yeah.
movie was when Michael Myers was chasing her, you
Yep.
know, because the other teens were very forgettable and odd that they introduced us to so many new characters just to kill them immediately.
Yeah.
All right.
But there were kittens. I would say kittens were probably the highlight for me.
A little better than 4, but
A little better than 4, but not.
we never reached
No.
the glory of the original. Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers.
This is just getting old, guys. Not good.
This is the final entry in this trilogy. Things are going to change after
Right.
this one. But this one is is of a piece. Is that how you say it? Is that a phrase?
Of a piece.
With the other two. Is of a, I don't know. But this one sort of wraps up all the stuff they've been doing in these previous two. Quick note, I forgot to say that Michael Myers was played by Don Shanks in Halloween 5. I just totally forgot to say that.
Who will he be played by now?
Different guys. I'll get there. I do have that in the notes. Halloween 6, Kate, premiered September 29th, 1995. It's been 6 years.
Wow.
Since Halloween 5, and that's because Halloween 5 didn't do as well as the producers had hoped, so they were not in as much of a rush. Like, they didn't expect much from 4, and then it overperformed, so they're like, we got to make another one real fast. This time, they were like, oh, maybe this will do well. It didn't really. People didn't love it. People were confused by the man with the pointy boots, as were you.
Pointy boots were confusing.
So, they were not in as much of a rush. Plus, in between 5 and 6, the rights to the franchise are going to get sold again. If you recall, previously, producer, what was his name? Mustafa Akkad bought out Deborah Hill and John Carpenter's part of the rights, right? So he owned it, or owned most of it. And maybe because 5 didn't do as well, he sought to sell it. He's still going to stay on as the producer for 6, but he's no longer going to own the rights to the franchise. So there's this bidding war going on, and 2 studios were interested. It was New Line Cinema and Dimension Films. And Dimension Film, if you don't know, is the horror, or was the horror and sci-fi wing of Miramax Studios. Miramax is owned by 2 brothers by the name of Harvey and Bob Weinstein.
Ooh, we don't like them.
Right? And it's like, when I was writing the notes, I'm like, oh yeah, well, I have to defend Bob Weinstein. I'm like, he doesn't deserve to be defended. He definitely knew what was up.
Yeah. F you, Bob and Harvey. Mostly Harvey, but also Bob.
So, like, obviously, Harvey Weinstein is notorious. Bob Weinstein was in charge of all these weird horror movies. He got to really head up this Dimension wing. So, New Line, had they won, though, their plan was, and they had him lined up to do this, John Carpenter was going to make Halloween 6. New Line had him in their corner. I don't know why. And he wanted to do it with Michael Myers on a space station.
Incredible. So, Alien meets Halloween.
I think so, yeah. Which I guess, like, maybe the government is like, we can't, he's too dangerous on Earth. So I don't know what the plan was fully, but that was his, like, germ of an idea. But New Line does not get the rights. Dimension or Miramax does. So throughout those 6 years, that happens. And there were lots of script drafts, lots of different ideas for this. Every time you read the story behind any of these, it's always like Akkad threw the script in the garbage in front of the writer. He just seemed very rude. He kept getting scripts he didn't like.
Mustafa. That's not how you behave.
At one point, though, because it was Miramax, Quentin Tarantino was attached to potentially write and direct this. He wanted to do a road trip movie with the Steel Boot Man and Michael Myers just driving down Route 66 and just killing people. It was going to be called Halloween 666.
Quentin.
He did not get to do it.
Don't be silly.
He didn't end up signing on. So we do instead get a script by a guy named Daniel Farrens. He was very precious about the franchise. He did a lot of research. He read, like, the novelizations. And then he met with the writers of the previous 2 to be like, okay, like, I really want to do this justice. Tell me about the tattoos. Tell me about the man in the pointy boots. And they were like, there was no plan. He was so disappointed. They were like, there was absolutely no plan.
Yeah,
good luck.
All he had to do was watch Halloween 5 to figure that out. Daniel.
He thought they might have some, like, actual plans, and they didn't. So he had to figure it out, and he does. This movie is going to kind of answer some of those questions. And the director is a guy named Joe Chappelle, who later directs a lot of episodes of The Wire and produced a lot of that show. So maybe this will be good. That's a good show.
You know, it's possible. It's like a tornado watch. The ingredients are there. Are you familiar with the difference between a watch and a warning?
No.
So a tornado watch means just all the ingredients are there. It's like a cupcake, right? You get out all your ingredients for the cupcake, your flour, your milk, your egg, and you just kind of have them out on the counter. That's
Cupcake
a watch.
watch.
Yeah.
The stuff's out. It exists. It's in the house.
Yeah. And then a warning is just a fully baked cupcake. Like it is happening.
Huh.
Yep. So this is a good movie watch.
If the cupcake is being baked, you got to go in the basement and hide. Yeah. Okay.
This is not a good movie warning.
Michael Myers in Halloween 6 is portrayed by 2 different stuntmen. Michael Lerner, he's new to the franchise, and George P. Wilbur. And Wilbur had already been Michael Myers for some of the scenes in Halloween 4.
Okay.
It's so interesting, though. It's like always a different guy almost in every movie. Danielle Harris, right, who played Jamie Lloyd in 4 and 5.
Danielle.
It took so long to make this. She's now 17. And I wish I could find more details of this, but here's the general story. She gets herself legally emancipated so she can participate in this movie. I don't know if that's because they asked her to, because it would be easier to film the movie. Like maybe they didn't have to follow all the like strict rules with child actors, having a tutor, setting reasonable hours, which sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
I don't know if they asked her to do that or she just did it thinking that would be like attractive to, the studio. Or like, did her parents not want her to do it? I don't know why, but she got legally emancipated to participate in this movie. And then they offered her a very low salary, like an insultingly low salary. She says they offered her less money to be in this movie than it cost her in legal fees to get emancipated. So she's like, I'm not doing this. So
good for Danielle.
She's been recast. A different actress plays Jamie Lloyd in this movie, just so you know. Donald Pleasance, however, he's back.
Jesus Christ.
He died before this movie came out, though, so this is one of his last roles ever, and it's his last time in a Halloween movie.
So we're looking at Donald Pleasance pre-Ghost. Like he is
he's
barely
very
alive.
close to dying, yeah.
Okay.
And the only other actor that I'm going to mention here is a young actor named Paul Rudd, who has his first film role.
Oh, who's that?
He's playing an older now Tommy Doyle, the boy that Jamie Lee Curtis was babysitting in the first movie.
Weird.
Because the writer, Farrens, really, I think, wanted to tie some things together here. I think he wanted to pull some stuff from back at the beginning. So here we go, wrapping up what's referred to as the Thorns trilogy.
Thorns? Like T-horns?
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Thorns?
Thorns, Thorns.
Why?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I'm watching this for the first time, just like you, Arcade, except for random scenes. Although, now that we're this deep in, I think the scenes I remember seeing when I saw them on AMC as a kid turned out to mostly be from Halloween 4.
Michael Myers has come home, hasn't he?
What do you know about Michael?
I know he's still out there. People in this town, they want us to believe he's dead, but I know. I've always known.
She's out there and fighting for her life. If she should die, she is the last of his bloodline.
No, Dr. Loomis. She's not the last.
Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers.
What, is someone giving birth?
Yes.
Oh, I swear to God.
Oh, wait, what's it say?
October 30th, 1996. Is that Winona Ryder?
You wish.
She's out here stealing underpants.
Will we ever get past that for
I
poor
just
Winona?
feel like if a man stole a bunch of underpants, they'd be like, yeah, good for that man. Winona has some stuff going on. So it's like a satanic birth, starring and introducing Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. And Marianne Hagen.
We don't care about her.
I only mentioned Paul Rudd because, one, he's famous now, and two, he's playing a character from the franchise.
She didn't go on to become Ant-Man,
right?
Did she? All right, so this is like a birth, but also maybe satanic.
Yeah, they're in like this is not a normal place to give birth.
This person is giving birth. There's 4 medical professionals, and then I guess like the boot man.
Oh, is that the boot man?
I don't know. These people have on cloaks and robes. This is giving me like satanic panic, right? We're actually right on the tail end of the satanic panic.
Yeah, we're past the heyday.
So this woman is giving birth in like a candlelit room. Weird.
Underground somewhere.
You know what? Everybody has their own birth plan, so I'm not here to shame. Some people want to give birth in a pool. Some people want to give birth in a hospital. Just at least give birth somewhere where they're going to give your kid a social security number, though. All right, so this woman has given birth. And now the pointy boot man is here.
Here's the boot man, yeah.
He's stepping into the chamber. All right, so the pointy boot man is doing a lot of pantomime, which is odd. The pointy boot man has taken the newborn.
Yep.
And he's booting away. He's doing the boot scoot
of
the newborn.
He had spurs in the last movie, too.
Now they're marking this baby with some blood, it looks like. And it's the symbol that the man had tattooed on him. The boot man and also Michael Myers. It just kind of looks like a P.
This room had that symbol all over. It's like on the ground, right? All right, here we go. We're getting our flashback to the end of the last movie. There's the real Jamie Lloyd.
Michael Myers was put into a van and taken by some shady organization.
Jamie got took, right?
The boot man took Jamie, and I guess we're supposed to assume that Jamie is the one who's just given birth?
Yeah, that's her.
So Jamie's baby was taken from her. But now the doctor who oversaw the birth is like, all right, we got to get out of here. We're leaving. If you want to get out of here with your baby, you got to move it. So here she is, like 1 hour postpartum, having to run away with her baby.
She's struggling. Look at her great crescent bag with the baby in it.
That crescent bag is the millennial Birkin. All right, so Jamie's trying to escape the satanic underground cult.
Sure. Presumably she's been here for years.
Yeah.
Someone's impregnated her. That's not good.
It's not great.
This is just OBGYNs in Trump's America.
Yeah, having to help women give birth in basements, women literally having to go underground to get any sort of reproductive health care. So the doctor has been impaled on a spike by Michael Myers, who seems like, is he the head of this cult? Is he the cult's janitor? I can't tell.
Those
This baby
coveralls.
won't stop crying. Don't you know what's good for you, little baby? She just emerged in a dumpster. It's a very well-maintained underground network, isn't it?
There he
Oh,
is.
there's Michael Myers. He just always seems to have a knife on him. Does he have like a little holster?
He's got a lot of pockets on his coveralls.
You don't want a knife just like
jumpsuit.
freeballing it in your coverall.
That's true.
You know? A knife just raw dogging it in your pocket. That's not good. Michael Myers is going to cut his own leg. Like when they say they should arm teachers. People be blowing their legs off. Oh my God, she landed right on that kid.
There's always an unhoused man in these movies
Yeah.
ready to help. This guy put on his poncho to go pee outside.
Here's Jamie driving away. She got the baby.
She has to escape from Michael Myers and care for a literal newborn.
Yep. It's not great.
Strode
Strode
Realty.
Realty still going strong.
How? I guess Jamie
Her
Strode's.
parents?
Yeah, but when Jamie Lloyd.
No,
Laurie.
Jamie Lee. Laurie Strode.
Laurie
Her parents
Strode,
were still alive.
So, yeah, but when Jamie Lloyd became orphaned, how come she ends up with that family and not with her grandparents who are still selling houses in this town?
I wouldn't want like a random, I wouldn't want that child in my house, you know? So the Strodes are still out selling real estate.
I don't know who this little boy is, but he's got a red Power Ranger action figure.
This little boy has had a nightmare where like a evil dark man in a hat with a knife is like, kill for him, kill for him. Kids are really creepy though, because like this is a real thing that kids say where it's like, there's a man in a hat in the corner and he's telling me to kill for him.
You're
You
like,
know?
"Ooh, go back to bed. He's got a Godzilla. This kid's got good toys.
Yeah, he's rich. He's got matching PJs.
He's got the 12-inch red Power Ranger. Uh-oh. Look at his drawing.
So now Haddonfield has banned Halloween.
Good policy.
Great idea. As we know, like in Footloose, when you ban dancing, all the kids want to do is dance. But I think officially you need to just say, like, look, this isn't happening. If you need to celebrate it clandestinely on your own time, it's your fault.
Go one town over.
Why doesn't anyone in this movie have blinds? You know? I guess if you're looking, it's your problem. Who dat? Paul Rudd? Why does he look the same? All right, so Paul Rudd is just like a peeping Tom.
He's using a camera, too.
That's creepy.
Look in the neighbor's window.
Paul Rudd as Tommy. Real creep. Don't like. Hard pass. No thanks. Paul Rudd does look very much the same now. Creepy Tommy has called into a radio show and is like, Michael Myers is coming to kill again. He's created some kind of computer database about Michael Myers. Not good. All right, so Dr. Loomis is listening to the show, and it's like, that whack Dr. Loomis, he's probably dead. And he's like, I'm not dead. He's 900 years old. He's typing on a typewriter in 1996. Dr. Loomis's home does look very cozy, though, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I would like to visit this.
So Dr. Loomis is saying he's retired. He actually does look happy, and he actually looks kind of healthier.
They're explaining why they didn't want to put the scar on him anymore. I had
Yeah.
plastic surgery.
They were just like, I can't put the makeup on him one more time.
Yeah, he's old.
He actually looks, even if he had the scar makeup on, I feel like he looks really good here for some reason. It's because he knows he's going to die.
It's nice to finally see him in a slightly different context
Yeah, he's just resting. I mean, he won't be resting for long. You know, he's getting that gun out.
for one last time.
Yep, absolutely.
So far, I'm pleased with how different this is than
Yes.
the last two.
Yeah.
I wish they could have paid Daniel Harris more. We got the Tommy Doyle on his computer.
Mm.
There's this radio show about Halloween. Halloween's banned. Things are different.
Things are happening.
Things are novel for now.
You know what? I think it's the beard. Dr. Loomis looks better with a beard.
He didn't have a beard?
I don't think it was quite as prominent or as white, maybe. Some men just look better with white hair, you know?
Buckle up. I think it's happening. I think I'm going through the change.
Dr. Loomis's old colleague is like, come back and work at Smith's Grove now. No,
Is that where Michael Myers was all that time?
just go rest, Dr. Loomis. He looks genuinely happy.
So-
Dr. Loomis was happily retired for 1 second, and then someone, Jamie, called into the radio show and was like, help, Michael Myers is back. And Dr. Loomis was like, let me go get my gun. I don't know why Dr. Loomis insists on just having a pistol. Like, he really needs to
Get an
Pack-
AR-15.
pack some more heat. He needs a bump stock. I don't usually advocate for this kind of thing. There he is.
He is getting his gun out.
I was just joking that he
But
was going to go get his gun. But here he is.
got his gun.
Getting his gun out of his lockbox. Very safe. Love that. Love that for you, Dr. Loomis. Meanwhile, this baby, only 1 second old.
there's been this ongoing thing where there's this radio show in the background, and they've been giving us lots of important information. Like, did they say that Michael Myers always tries to kill a family member on Halloween?
Also, I know they have to use a baby that's not literally a newborn. Like, they'll often use premature babies who are like 3 or 4 months old to stand in for a newborn. They're literally just using like a 5-month-old for this newborn baby.
Baby's huge.
It's enormous. And the girl playing Jamie is extremely petite. It was like a satanic birth. I get it. But it's just, this kid is gigantic. He's a gigantic baby. Absolutely massive. He's probably like 16 pounds. Look at him.
There you go. A little bit of Michael Myers first-person perspective.
I don't hate it.
Classic.
I don't hate it.
Classic Halloween.
They used up the horror makeup budget on his hands. Couldn't have any left for Dr. Loomis.
So Loomis probably said, look, can I not wear the scar? I'm really old. I only have so many hours of my life left. I don't want to spend in the makeup chair.
Where did Michael Myers get this van?
Yeah, is he doing a car chase now? Or is she just being paranoid? Nah, it's Michael Myers. He's doing his classic trick. Rear end ya.
Where's this newborn?
Yeah, she doesn't have a car seat as she's driving erratically, trying to escape Michael Myers in his van.
Jamie has crashed into a field of pumpkins. Are we to assume that this newborn is completely fine?
Mhm.
Okay.
Seeing his crescent bag still?
Unclear. He's at least been jostled.
Should she name him Michael after his great uncle?
Perhaps also his father.
What? Ew. No. They wouldn't do that to us, would they? Gross.
Maybe she left the baby somewhere. She appears not to have him anymore.
Where's the baby?
Missing. It's a missing baby. Jamie was stabbed by Michael Myers, and she's like, you can't have the baby. She put him somewhere. What is this? The revenge of Michael Myers? No.
The curse.
The curse?
The curse of Michael Myers.
Oh my God.
She faked
the baby
him out.
was paper towels. Michael Myers went to look in the little baby Bjorn, and it was paper towels. Dang.
Donald Pleasance is actually showing off finally as an actor in these movies because he went from this happy retired man to the miserable, whispering Dr. Loomis pretty quick here.
Yeah, actually, I'm not upset about it. Maybe Donald Pleasance is also like confronting his mortality. Perhaps he's gotten a little bit of therapy and recognizes that inserting himself into these investigations is like a maladaptive pattern, you know?
If I was the mayor of Haddonfield, my proposal would be, let's just change the calendar. October has 30 days from now on. So these are Strodes.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Unclear. Did these parents just have like a whole nother family after Laurie died?
I'm confused who these people are.
Right.
They have the last name Strode, or at least one of them does. Very confused. Yeah, how are there Strodes in Haddonfield who had nothing to do with Jamie Lloyd? Now this little boy, Michael Myers, has appeared to him and talking. He's never spoken before. He's telling him to kill people.
He's holding a knife up to his grandpa. In fairness, the grandpa is really a jerk.
He slapped his daughter, this kid's mom. Who?
She's like in her 30s. Like she's...
Not that you should slap anyone at any age. But,
no.
All right, here's what I got. They have not explained this in the movie at all. The old Myers house is now owned by relatives of Laurie Strode's adoptive family, John and Deborah Strode, and their adult children, Kara and Tim, and Kara's 6-year-old son, Danny. That's it. Paul Rudd as Tommy Doyle just stands at his full-length window upstairs and just stares out the window.
Looking like Ben Affleck in Dogma. It's just weird flannel denim layers. Is he in Dogma? He's just staring out the window. So I'm sure that Kara, the adult child of the other branch of the Strode family, will, with her 1 semester of psychology class, be able to see into his psyche.
Fix him.
Can't wait. It's that huge hammered pewter cross that he's wearing. Look at it. It's massive. All right, so Paul Rudd is now following a trail of
blood.
Very obvious blood trail in this bus station / truck stop. And I will say, anyone who has ever been to like a very rural truck stop / bus station, like this is not out of the ordinary, but still odd that it hasn't been cleaned up. And I guess it's postpartum blood? Where's it coming from? She didn't have like a lot of cuts on her.
Yeah,
you
she
know?
got cut and fell down.
Oh, look, there was a baby crying.
Whoa.
All right, so Jamie Strode.
Jamie Lloyd.
Jamie Lloyd left her baby in the paper towel cabinet of this truck stop.
Because it's a rural bus stop. It might not get cleaned much, this bathroom. Maybe she was hoping somebody would have been in by now to clean it.
Yeah.
But no.
Paul Rudd found it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Paul Rudd found the truck stop by listening to the recording of the
radio when she
radio
called him the radio
program
show. What
over
gave
and
it
over.
away?
The announcement, the PA announcement from the
he
truck
wasn't
stop.
like, I know the acoustics of that truck stop.
No. So Michael Myers burnt the weird rune into the straw, and Dr. Loomis is like, that's his mark. This has not been revealed to anyone at all.
No. All we knew last
Oh my God, she's alive.
Oh God. Was that it was his tattoo.
Jamie's alive. She got stabbed.
Is she a little bit alive?
Yeah, her eyes were moving.
Huh.
It said only God can help her now.
How many movies is Donald Pleasance going to have to explain to the police? Michael Myers is my business. Yeah, maybe Dr. Loomis should have stayed retired. He was so happy.
I want to know where in Illinois that huge mountain is that's overlooking Haddonfield, because it's nowhere.
Is that where Michael Myers lives, like the Grinch, up on that big mountain? All right, so we know that Halloween has been banned, but it also seems like a big plot point is that radio host who's like kind of like Howard Stern-esque is going to bring back Halloween.
On the back of that paper with the rune, Kara's son has drawn pictures of every single one of his family members being stabbed and a big dark figure that he's labeled Thorn. And one of my big pet peeves in a movie is when a kid draws something, like ostensibly has drawn something, and then it's labeled with like adult kid handwriting, like very clear,
like, Grandpa.
Adult handwriting trying to be kid handwriting. I know it's petty, but I don't like it. That's all.
How old is this woman?
She clearly has had some challenges in her life. She is in college, but maybe she's not your traditional college age, I would say, because she has a 6-year-old, right? At least, because he's going to school. Why won't anyone style the hair on Michael Myers' mask? You know? Maybe someone could just brush it a bit.
Thank God Tommy Doyle came to the hospital. I thought he was going to try to raise this baby himself.
All right, so Tommy Doyle and Dr. Loomis have crossed paths, about to form a super team, both obsessed with Michael Myers. Also, Dr. Loomis hasn't asked any questions about this fresh baby that Paul Rudd is carrying around.
A huge newborn. Okay, there we go. Finally, someone in the movie, it's 40 minutes in, has said, those people are relatives of the family that adopted Laurie Strode. Just relatives, just a totally ambiguous.
Tommy's just taking that baby and leaving the hospital.
Why are you friends with a little boy?
And for some reason, they're living in the Myers house? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, these Strode people. I mean, think about the real estate market, Kate. Gotta take what you can get.
Why do they just have a hatchet casually laying out on their porch? See? Terrible idea. I am upset about this movie because there is a distinct absence of pointy-tailed kittens. Last movie, there were lots of kittens with triangle tails.
Well, that was late in the movie. It could still happen.
And this movie, there's no kittens with triangle tails.
We don't know for certain yet. Truly, at this point in the last movie, we had not seen the kittens yet.
That's my favorite kitten stage.
When they have little pointy tails and they kind of walk like they can't bend their knees.
Yep. And the tails are shaped like triangles. So cute.
I mean, the Myers murders happened a long time ago.
Yeah.
What, are you supposed to burn the house down? Although, wasn't this where the showdown happened in the last movie?
Yeah.
So, like, I guess it wasn't that long ago that there was something really bad going on.
Yeah, within 5 years.
Michael Myers was down there stabbing the laundry chute trying to kill that little girl.
Dr. Loomis has just blasted into the Strode house. The new Strodes.
He just let himself in.
Yep.
Scared the mom.
Now Paul Rudd is back in his room in a boarding house with his newborn. Paul Rudd doesn't know how to care for a newborn. No one has fed this kid.
Also, at the hospital, Dr. Loomis was like, you know, he didn't want Jamie to die, but he's like, look, that's the last of the bloodline. So, like, if she dies, we might not have to worry so much about Michael Myers. And now we have this baby.
Paul Rudd just named this kid Steven. He was like, your name is Steven. Steven looks like a toddler. Dr. Loomis is just screaming at Deborah Strode of the new Strodes.
You dummies. Did you get a really good deal on this house or what?
Would you move into like a haunted house or a murder house if it was a really good deal?
I don't know. Dr. Loomis just said, I don't want you to suffer the same fate that Laurie and Jamie suffered. We don't know anything about how Laurie died. Is he implying that Michael Myers got her?
I think she just had a really bad couple of years.
Oh, maybe
and
like
then
a death
died.
of despair.
I would say the real horror of this movie is how the new Mr. Strode is behaving.
He's really
John.
unpleasant.
He is. He's a real.
Maybe they're setting him up to get murdered.
I hope so. All right. So John, Daddy John, new.
John Strode, who they've given us even more context finally, is the brother of Laurie Strode's adopted father.
Yeah. So he's Laurie Strode's adopted uncle.
And yeah, he didn't tell his family about the Meyer. Like, I guess they're not from Haddonfield.
Yeah.
So,
but here's my thing. Then they're not blood relatives, so why would he kill them?
Dr. Loomis is telling them, hey, like, he's going to come to the house, probably.
Got it.
And he's killed lots of non-relatives, right? If they're in his way, I guess. But yeah, he did not tell his wife or kids that there were murders in this house. Or hatchets missing.
Not so good. See, don't leave a hatchet out. When will people learn? Including people who are on this podcast with me. Don't leave hammers out. Don't leave screwdrivers out. Don't leave bow saws out.
You didn't like when I had the paint scraper and hammer on the sink while you were showering yesterday?
Yeah, don't leave paint scrapers out.
Yeah, the addition of this like deep-voiced man is an interesting choice. We're so used to Michael Myers just working solo and not speaking.
All right, so Deborah's lost her glasses. Now they're broken. Michael has killed Deborah Strode. Why?
Because she's in his house.
This kid is in so much flannel. I'm not sure what kind of performance Paul Rudd is turning in here.
He's supposed to be kind of out there.
Yeah, kind of wacky, like a little Boo Radley style, right? You know? Paul Rudd's eyes are like real green, though. It's kind of pretty.
Are you taking the brave position that Paul Rudd is attractive?
Yeah, I am. And he looks the same somehow. Do you think there's a portrait of him somewhere that's rapidly aging? First Halloween's looking better and better, you know, by comparison. This one's actually not bad, I have to say.
Yeah.
6, I feel like, is the most compelling one after the first one because it's doing something a little different. You know, I can respect that. You got Paul Rudd's green eyes that you can look at if you don't like anything else.
I got a soft spot for how weird 3 was. There's snakes and spiders coming out of kids' heads.
That one was in its own category of
Cyborgs.
so bad it's good. Don't forget the androids, yeah.
And maybe we're just watching too many Halloweens too fast, but like I just keep finding myself bored during these scenes that are supposed to be tense.
A little bit, right? It's interesting because there's no music or sound right now, like even ambient sound, right?
Who puts a jack-o'-lantern inside?
Psychopaths.
Do people do that? Call in.
Something's wrong with the Strode family.
Leave us a comment on Spotify if you leave your jack-o'-lantern inside for any significant length of time.
I don't just leave like a random cut squash laying around my house. Why would you do that with a pumpkin?
Why is Paul Rudd in her house?
With her little child.
And a baby.
All right, so Paul Rudd's here with his baby, Steven, that he's adopted. And he's just hanging out with her son in her son's bedroom with the door closed. Nope, that's a no. Nope. All right, so Tommy Doyle, Paul Rudd, is like, you are in danger. You got to get out of here. Just come with me. Is she going to oh my God. Why would I listen to him?
Here's finally a character watching an old horror movie on TV. Have they done that in 4 and 5?
Yeah.
Oh, she's watching the old Phantom of the Opera. Because that seemed to actually be like a thing they did in 1, 2, and 3.
Right? Like a good, fun trope.
Including the great thing in 3 where they were watching Halloween 1.
I loved when they were watching The Thing. Now we got this Haley Joel Osment knockoff.
You know he's doing his quick run right now.
Paul Rudd is trying to feed Steven, his adopted son, a bottle.
Where did he even get the formula?
It's probably kitten milk or something. It's, you know what? It's 1996. It's probably regular milk. Literally, our parents are like, we fed you regular milk and you liked it.
Who cares what science says?
All right, here's Jamie.
Jamie Lloyd is alive.
Yep, she's doing like a Dream Warriors thing right now.
What do you know about the Dream Warriors?
I know that they fought in a dream.
Did we watch that?
I think you tried to make me watch that. I can't remember.
Well, guess what? One future Halloween on this podcast, I think we should watch Nightmare on Elm Street again.
All right, so she's having a traumatic dream flashback of giving birth in a basement.
Don't forget, Danielle Harris emancipated herself to make it easier for them to cast her.
And she was like, no thanks. Good for her. You got to do what's right for you, Danielle. I hope that you are well. See, I told you he was the father uncle.
He's not the father.
All right, so now she's flashing back to the night of baby Steven's conception. She's got like some kind of laurel wreath on her head. Uncle Michael was there. Suspicious.
I don't like it.
But maybe the boot man is the daddy? Jamie survived being stabbed by her Uncle Michael just to be shot in the head by a member of this cult. We assume it's the boot man.
Yeah, he's got that weird deep voice. Talk about the medical malpractice, though, of this hospital's lack of security. We were treating her for a stab wound. In the morning, we found her with a bullet wound in the head.
So now Paul Rudd is explaining runes. So there's the rune for Thorn, which is just a P, which is what has been drawn on baby Steven, tattooed on Michael Myers, tattooed on
burned into the hay bales,
tattooed on the boot man.
Oh, is this Sam Hain again? We're back to Celtic runes.
Sam Hain's back. Old Sam Hain.
Sam
Thought he was gone, but he's back in our
lives. Does Sam Hain just mean Halloween?
Yeah. It's a pagan festival. It's a pagan holiday.
Oh, there you go. Why would they kill the people in this house? In his mind, anyone in this house is his family.
God, it's like a toxic work culture. Get me out of here.
We're all family here.
No, thank you. You are my colleague.
We're all family here, so I get to argue with you about politics at Thanksgiving.
More about the Druids.
I'm loving this 1995 computer, though.
All right, so Paul Rudd just like knows a lot about computers in 1996. He was probably recruited by the NSA next year.
So wait, it's a constellation too?
Also a constellation.
So when the constellation that looks like that appears, Michael Myers kills. This is just like chronic late franchise over-explaining, right? Like, it can't just be that Michael Myers is a scary dude who kills for no reason. First, we had to make Laurie his sister. Then he needed to go after his niece. Now he only murders when a rune constellation appears, and that explains every murder he's ever done.
Dr. Loomis, again, always screaming.
This time at doctors instead of police officers. On the other hand, I do like that this movie all takes place in one day.
Yeah.
I always like when movies do that. I guess they almost all have done that.
I'm not upset about
Michael
that
Myers
little
appearing
jump cut.
in a lightning strike, and nobody
Yeah.
saw him except us. Cool.
Kind of fun. I hope Michael Myers stabs this daddy a lot. All right, so Daddy Strode is home after day drinking at work all day. His shirt's untucked. He's like, Deborah, I'm home. Where's my dinner? What an abuser. This is the only Michael Myers death I'm like, hell yeah.
Well, don't you think Michael Myers would be like, we both hurt women. You can stay alive. I like what you do.
Love a haunted washer moment. I actually do. Give me a Michael Myers theatrical body placement. All right, here he is. Michael Myers, here to dish out some actual justice.
Yeah, if he just went around killing guys like this,
Yeah, I'd be cool with it.
it wouldn't be as controversial.
Yeah, I'm like, don't kill teen girls. Kill abusive men.
Here he is stabbing him right into the electrical panel, which is cool. You get some electricity, lights are flickering.
Yeah, give me like Dexter vibes, you know?
Michael Myers is so busy tonight. He went from the house to the fair. Now he's back at the house.
Yeah, he's getting his steps in. Again, Michael Myers loves to pose a body. He just lives for it.
He's got the radio host hanging in a tree.
He's bedecked him in lights somehow.
And,
Dr. Loomis is here.
And then he ran back to the house. He did all that after he murdered him.
He's a productive man.
They're not doing a very good job watching the house. Look, they let them get in. Oh my God, Michael Myers handed this teenager a towel. Is the idea that Paul Rudd's not just a creepy peeping Tom. He's definitely doing that, but he's been keeping an eye on this house.
Yeah.
Just in case Michael Myers came back.
Yep. All right. So now Michael Myers has gotten Tim and the girlfriend.
Yeah. All the teens they introduced in this movie hastily.
Oh my God, Danny, what are you doing?
The little boy's going over there.
She really is not doing a good job of watching the house or her son.
So they're trying to do this thing where, like, we're seeing what, I guess, how it was for young Michael Myers. A deep voice was like, kill everyone, that only he could hear. This new little boy. I am confused and I don't care.
That's going to be the tagline for this second half of the episodes. I think I'm confused and also I don't care. Do you think Michael Myers has like an Achilles heel?
Like what?
Like a weird weakness? I don't know. Like if you threw broccoli at him, would he die? I've never seen Michael Myers eat. That's a fake hand. So yeah, I maintain Michael Myers' Achilles heel is stairs. Because he fell down these stairs and he's out cold for some reason.
Has he ever fallen downstairs before?
Danny.
People need to learn not to step near Michael Myers' passed out body.
Just don't.
He's always faking.
All right, so here's my issue. Michael Myers got shot like 80 times and was fine. And then Cara hit him with a fire poker in the hand. And he was like, ow, my hand. Yeah, that's silly. Again, let's remember, Michael Myers is doing his scary slow walk. But we know he's fast as We know he's a track star. Yeah, when nobody's looking. Got fast little feet. Can they all hear him now? All right, so now this evil disembodied voice is saying, Danny, come to me. And it appears that other people can hear him?
I don't know.
There's the pointy boot man. Danny's sitting on his lap now. Who is this guy?
Oh, he's Dr. Loomis's coworker, right?
Ah, okay, there he is.
That's a good twist.
You know what? Not a bad twist.
If they had established that coworker in Halloween 1, this would be an excellent twist.
Yes, but
He was established in the beginning of this movie, but it's all right. He works at the hospital. That makes sense that somebody who's there, the psychiatric hospital Michael grew up in.
And now Mrs. Blankenship was part of the cult. This is a very established cult, it appears. And Cara has jumped out of the window for seemingly...
She was trying to escape
from
the people with knives, but she died, I think, doing that.
She didn't die. She's part of the evil cult ritual now.
Bad stuff happens when you're tied down to this table, though.
Yeah, it's not good. So now Cara has been tied down to this ritualistic table in the cult area. Cara? Everyone's saying it differently. Who drugged them? What?
Yeah.
What a weird cut.
Yeah, they're like, I feel like we've been drugged. We haven't been drugged. When? They were awake the last time we saw them, and they're awake now. We never saw them go to sleep.
Maybe there's like a cut scene where they were like chloroformed or something.
There are 2 alternative edits of this movie, the
Okay.
producer's cut and the director's cut.
Oh my God, why?
It's a mess because it's a bad movie.
This is one of the better bad ones, though, I have to say. This probably ranks right behind Halloween 2, would you say?
Did you like Halloween 2?
I didn't love it, but I think it was a little better than this.
Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, but she's asleep most of the movie.
Okay. Paul Rudd says, I think Michael is under the influence of an evil rune. Who knew that an evil rune could do so much damage?
I think something a kid would tell you after they do something bad. That wasn't my fault. I was under the influence of an evil rune.
Or they like just get into reading fantasy novels, but they don't understand enough yet, you know? Oh, here we go. Dr. Loomis packing heat.
Huge upgrade on Dr. Loomis's coat, though.
Yes, beautiful coat.
This is a beautiful gray wool coat. Previously, in every other movie, he had that awful khaki-colored trench coat.
All right, so Dr. Wynn is part of the evil cult.
I've never heard someone enunciate the word madman quite like Dr. Loomis.
Madman.
Yeah, madman.
What?
Madman.
Sir.
Do you know what Dr. Loomis's favorite cable TV drama was?
Was it Madman?
In the mid-2010s.
Stop.
Madman.
What is in Paul Rudd's odd bag?
He has like a little like pouch.
It's like a satchel
That
pouch.
has, like, you know, the kind where you could like pull a string and it tightens it.
It's like something you would get at like a Renaissance fair or from like a rock panning for gold rock tumbler.
It makes me think of what the kids in Are You Afraid of the Dark pulled sand out of to put their fire out.
Okay, so the evil cult has given Michael Myers the gift of Thorn, which is the evil rune. It makes him super evil and bad, but maybe also invincible. Unclear. What?
I hope that was a stuntman.
That's killed Dr. Loomis.
Or as Dr. Loomis would say, a stuntman.
All right, here's Paul Rudd wandering around. When's he going to get small? See, I know things about Paul Rudd.
Name one other movie he's in besides Ant-Man.
Clueless. No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's Clueless. It's around the same time, too.
Hell yeah.
Well
I
done.
rock.
That's probably his next movie.
Who's that? So here's the ritual that they're going to do with this massive, gigantic baby and Kara, who's been taken. I feel like this ritual was taken directly from that book, The Satan Seller by Mike Warnke, right? Where he was like, I was in a satanic cult. And then he did like family-friendly Christian stand-up. You got to look into this.
Okay.
He's the worst. Danny's like Haley Joel Osment if you microwaved him and then put extra eyebrow on him.
So the baby isn't going to become the new Michael Myers. This little boy is.
Yes.
And they're going to sacrifice the baby to transfer the power.
Yeah.
Sure.
They couldn't even spring for real laurel leaves. See? I told you. I told you.
I didn't want to believe it, but you were right.
Okay.
The baby is an incest baby.
It's an incest baby between Michael Myers and his niece, Jamie, his underage niece. It's an underage incest baby. No wonder it's so gigantic. It's full of sin. It's absolutely enormous
It's not
baby.
the baby's
It's
fault.
like 2 days old.
It's just like, this is a pretty big cult with large membership. These are all townspeople of Haddonfield.
Yeah, and they love incest for some. And now Paul Rudd, disguised as a cult member, is running away. But his arm flaps are slowing him down.
Yeah, he's giving me Pee Wee Herman disguised as a nun to get his bike back right now.
Yeah, and now the lights are strobing on and off, and they're running away.
I can't believe that's an incest baby.
I literally said 3 minutes into the movie, that is an incest baby between Jamie and Michael Myers. And you said, Kate, that's disgusting.
I was planning to cut that whole thing out and never even include it. And now I have to make sure I include it.
Yeah,
so
because
that what
I
we're
was
saying
correct.
Now makes sense. Huh.
I knew it.
As usual. You are famous. I don't know if it's ever really been clear on this podcast, but in real life, you are famous for correctly predicting the endings of movies.
Paul Rudd's getting his runes out of the magic bag.
He's a bag full of just little round balls of clay.
I think they're his runes.
He's going to use runes.
Yeah.
You got to fight runes with runes.
Yeah.
Dr. Loomis is shooting open some locks, which he loves to do. He's been doing that since day one.
Dr. Loomis loves to shoot things. He's so
like,
excited.
Thank God, a chance for me to use my gun.
Look, see, what's his name?
Tommy Doyle.
Paul Rudd. Tommy Doyle is about to perform some kind of arcane ritual using runes in his own blood.
Wow.
In his little pouch.
Well, you know what? It's the first time someone's tried to fight Michael Myers in a unique way.
That's true. They've not tried to fight him with like the occult.
Yeah.
Right?
It's always been guns, boards of wood,
he
fire.
can't. So he's created some kind of magic barrier
Right.
that Michael Myers now cannot cross because, as we've learned, he is made from runes. I never thought I would hear Paul Rudd say runes so many times.
It worked. The power of runes stopped him.
He trapped him in a rune circle.
It's just frozen inside a very rudimentary circle of pebbles. He can't move.
I adore this.
Dr. Loomis's fashion is so much better in this movie.
He had a little glow up. He retired.
got
He was able to buy some clothes for himself with his little retirement money.
He's got like a beautiful plaid scarf.
It's a look.
Really
well, they
nice.
know this is his swan song. They all know that, what's his name?
Donald Pleasance.
The producer, Mustafa, looked at Donald Pleasance and was like, "You are close to death, sir. We better put you in some cuter clothes." This is the end. Look, he's about to have a heart-to-heart, a tete-a-tete with Michael, trapped in the runic circle.
Michael Myers is now laying down in the rune circle.
That's me. That's my energy.
Wow, look at his boots, though. Dr. Loomis. He's got great boots, too.
Oh, no.
It was a fake Michael Myers. It's the evil doctor colleague dressed like Michael Myers. Where is he?
What?
Oh, my God. Does he have the tattoo?
That's confusing.
Okay, so that's Michael Myers.
Yep.
Michael Myers is now the man with the black boots.
Yep.
Because they switched outfits. Dr. Loomis just had a tattoo appear on his wrist.
And then he waited like a good 10 seconds and then started shrieking after he was psychically tattooed. I haven't been able to follow like the last third of this movie, but I've had a lot of fun.
Oh,
Is that it?
No. Is that the last Donald Pleasance ever got to do that? In
Oh,
memory of Donald
R.I.P.
Pleasance. It's the first thing you see. Wow.
Whew, okay.
Huh. Well, that was a mixed bag. Certainly they took some creative risks. Did some different stuff.
Difficult to kind of follow in any way.
Mhm.
Lots of elements that either weren't explained at all or seemed very barely connected.
Mhm.
A distinct lack of pointy-tailed kittens, which I was upset about. But they did do something kind of different here. Definitely a cult. Cults are hot in 1996. What year is it?
95. but close
Cults
enough.
are hot in 95. You know, you got the Satanic
Heaven's
Panic.
Gate was going on.
So
I don't know if we knew about it yet, but it was going on.
It was happening. It was popping off.
On one hand, I'm glad they tried to give us some answers, but on the other hand, it's just like, I don't need to know that there's an occult ritual conspiracy.
That he is an evil rune.
Right. They might have over-explained it a little bit, but that's good. I guess we got some closure. And then another cliffhanger ending.
I haven't seen a movie in a while that both over and under explains something.
All the new cast members, I couldn't figure out who was who. I didn't understand why they were there. I couldn't remember anyone's names. And they tried to be like, oh, this girl's last name is Strode. I don't care. It's not Laurie Strode. Speaking of, next time, Kate, we're rounding the bend here.
She back? Back from the dead?
We lose Donald Pleasance, but we're going to gain Jamie Lee Curtis. We're going to regain what we've lost, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, is she back from the dead?
And Janet Leigh. Her mom's in it too. I don't know how much, but she's credited. So
hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I should tell you this yet, but also they're going to disregard everything that happened in these last 3 movies.
What the f?
They're going to completely pretend they didn't happen.
Okay, so Laurie Strode didn't die.
So just forget everything you just saw for 3 whole movies.
Why do you do this stuff to me? I just can't believe someone hates me like this.
All right, Kate. We're going to watch Halloween 7.
I would like to note, I'm doing this all of my own free will.
Before we do, while I was making the notes for Halloween 7 and 8, I was reading more about Mustafa Akkad. So I want to take a minute to talk just a little more about him because I completely glossed over all the interesting things about him in his life. He's been there since Halloween 1. He was co-producing back at the beginning. Early on, I don't know how early, but early, he asked Donald Pleasance how many Halloween movies he'd be willing to make. And Donald Pleasance said 22. So whether he's joking or not, Akkad always said after that, while Donald Pleasance was still alive at least, he was planning to make 22 Halloween movies.
Damn.
He only ended up producing 8, but still, that's pretty impressive.
Donald also severely overestimating the amount of life he had left.
Prior to co-producing Halloween 1, Mustafa Akkad directed his own movie in 1976. It was called The Message. Sometimes it's called Mohammed, Messenger of God.
Oh, wow.
It's a story about the Muslim prophet Muhammad.
So interesting, right? Aren't you not supposed to like depict him in
I'm so glad you said that.
film or TV?
It's all about his life, but he's never portrayed directly on screen. Akkad
Fascinating.
is or was Muslim, So he was following the rules. I don't know the exact structure of the Islamic religion, the way that like there's a Vatican for like Catholicism, but some of the higher level parts of the more formal structured organization did not like that he made the movie.
Okay.
But he was like a devout Muslim. And he said he wanted to make this movie because he felt in 1976 that like Western moviegoers didn't know like anything about Islam, except for maybe like negative stereotypes or like the most basic level of like not actual true knowledge, like misinformation. So he wanted to make a movie that explained what Islam is about, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So he made that movie. He was born in Syria.
Okay.
If that's relevant at all. Then, in between Halloween 1 and 2, he directed his second and only other movie called Lion of the Desert, which is based on a true story that in the 1920s and 30s, I guess Mussolini was colonizing Libya.
Okay.
See, I feel so like I don't know anything about world history, but you know, Mussolini goes into Libya and is trying to colonize it and occupy it. And there's all these freedom forces, these Libyan groups that are like fighting back against Mussolini's attacks in the desert in Libya. So he made this movie that's an adaptation of that story. The movie, though, was funded by the Libyan government of the 1980s, who was at the time headed by Muammar Gaddafi. So it's probably like a little bit of propaganda, but I just thought that was interesting. And then after producing all 8 of the Halloween movies that we're watching for this 2-part episode series, Akkad was killed when Al-Qaeda bombed the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Amman, Jordan in 2005. Al-Qaeda bombed 3 hotels in Jordan that day. And he just happened to be in the lobby of this Grand Hyatt because he was visiting. And he was killed along with his adult daughter. So I just thought that was really interesting. All the Halloween movies made after he died, or most of them, like the reboot and then the later sequels, are all dedicated to his memory because he's really the guy.
He's Mr. Michael
Halloween.
Myers.
Yeah, he got it done. So I just thought he had like a very interesting life that we didn't mention at all. But he never directed another movie. He just mostly produced Halloween movies. Okay. So
And that's a full-time job if you're making 8.
Yeah.
And you got to keep rehydrating Donald Pleasance.
Well, unfortunately, Donald Pleasance, as we know, passed away. So for Halloween 7, which is officially titled, a bit of a clunky title here, Halloween H2O 20 Years Later, because it came out on August 5th, 1998, 20 years after the original Halloween in 1978.
Halloween H2O.
20 years later.
That's it. Mustafa.
And because Donald Pleasance, I don't know if it's because Donald Pleasance died, but they don't have the option to use Donald Pleasance. So instead, they somehow convince Jamie Lee Curtis to return for this movie.
Sure.
And they decided that this movie is going to completely ignore the existence of all the movies except for Halloween 1 and 2. So everything we learned about the Thorn cult, forget it.
Yep. No Thorn.
No Jamie Lloyd.
No Jamie Lloyd. Jamie Lee Curtis has not died.
Right.
I feel kind of like, in the Muppet Christmas Carol when it's like, and Tiny Tim, who did not die. Go ahead and put that clip in.
And Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more.
And, Tiny Tim?
And Tiny Tim, who did not die.
Oh, isn't that swell?
But yeah, like,
Katie, do you know how much work it is to edit this episode?
It feels so silly. Like, okay, so nobody died and also something else.
We're just going to pick up 20 years after that night that is portrayed in Halloween 1 and 2.
Okay.
This movie, though, it did start its life as a direct sequel to Halloween 6. Like when it was in the early stages, it was going to have Paul Rudd in it. It was going to continue to explore the Thorn cult and like see how deep that conspiracy goes. But they decided Halloween 6 wasn't a big enough hit. They're just going to start over basically with Jamie Lee Curtis back. But she was like, they wanted to bring her back having faked her death and things like that. But then they said, no, we'll just go a different way. So Dimension Films and Mustafa Akkad wanted John Carpenter to come back to direct this. They got Jamie Lee Curtis.
They're always trying to get John to come back. They're like, John,
well, no,
we got a granola bar. Come out.
They did a while ago, but then the most recent one, he was going to do it, but only because he was working at a rival studio. Remember, Akkad did not want him. But you're right. Like back on, what was it, Halloween 4 maybe? They were trying to get him. But yeah, this time they want him pretty bad. And he's like, I'll do it if you pay me, it was like $10 million and you give me a contract so I can make more, guaranteed that I get to make more movies, not Halloween movies, but movies at Miramax and Dimension. And the Weinsteins were like, no, we don't want you that bad.
Yeah, they were too busy flashing.
Yeah.
It's not good.
That's the least of what they did, I think. Well, only Harvey,
Assaulting.
allegedly.
Harvey, he was too busy assaulting.
I'm not sure what Bob was up to, covering
Bob
it
was
up.
covering it up. Bob, you are equally as bad. You're like 89% as bad.
So, unfortunately, Deborah Hill and John Carpenter are not involved in this movie, but they almost were. And Jamie Lee Curtis later has said she regretted not like pushing for that and saying like, I want to get the whole gang back there. It was kind of like she was really excited to get everybody.
Okay.
And then when John Carpenter and Deborah Hill are not involved, she stayed on. I don't know if she kind of like had already signed a contract or what, but.
And what's Jamie Lee doing at this point in her career?
1998, like True Lies had come out.
Uh-huh.
True Lies was when? And that was a hit. True Lies was in 1994. She wasn't hurting, though, I don't think, for work.
Yeah. I'm just wondering.
I can't speak for Jamie Lee Curtis's thought process, but you have to assume at some point you're like, hey, that movie that I'm in that everyone loves, Halloween, like, it might be fun to revisit that.
Sure,
I don't know.
sure.
I don't know what she was thinking.
I get it.
So the script of this movie, again, it went through many revisions and whatnot and changes, but the script for the movie that gets made is by Robert Zappia and Matt Greenberg. The one guy, Robert Zappia, later writes, when I was looking at his credits, some very like obvious knockoff children's movies, including Chop Kick Panda.
Chop Kick Panda.
And Tappy Toes.
Oh my God, I love these. We should be doing these for the podcast. Chop Kick Panda and Tappy Toes. That's like our nicknames, I feel like.
One.
Here, welcome to the podcast. It's me, Chop Kick Panda, and my husband, Tappy Toes.
He also wrote one that doesn't have a funny name because it has Puss in Boots in the name. That's a general term, like Shrek doesn't own that, but they did their like Shrek Puss in Boots knockoff. But even more misleadingly, they got to call it Puss in Boots.
That is kind of weird.
Chop Kick Panda and Tappy Toes really got me. It's directed by Steve Miner, who he's directed a few movies, but he previously directed Friday the 13th 2 and Friday the 13th 3. So he has real slasher experience. He also later will direct Lake Placid, that horror movie with alligators and Betty White.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've seen.
We've definitely seen it. It has the iconic line, "Don't throw heads at me."
The movie has a big ensemble cast, including people you're going to recognize, like Michelle Williams.
Oh, okay.
Is she the one who got electrocuted on Grey's Anatomy? Spoiler alert.
Michelle Williams?
Yeah.
Heath Ledger's wife?
Yeah.
She was not electrocuted on
Grey's Anatomy?
Google it. Pause the entire podcast to the grinding halt and Google it.
Well, we spent time with Michelle Williams on this podcast because she was in the movie Andre, I think, where she has a little seal. Michelle Williams, Grey's. Uh-oh, it's not coming up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Michelle Williams, Grey's Anatomy. Okay, Michelle Williams has never been on Grey's Anatomy. Why did I think she was on Grey's Anatomy? Then is she not the girl in Andre?
No, that's a different kid.
Am I mixing up Michelle Williams with Tina Majorino? Was she on Grey's Anatomy? Yeah, okay, yes. So the girl from Andre was in Grey's Anatomy and I think got electrocuted, but she is not Michelle Williams. Okay, so it's got Michelle Williams.
Okay, great.
It's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Wow.
It's got, I think I mentioned this a few minutes ago, Janet Leigh, Jamie Lee Curtis's real life mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's got LL Cool J. It's got there's a whole cast, interesting
star-studded.
cast.
Wowie wow.
Michael Myers is played by a new person again, this time stuntman Chris Durand. There was a little bit of friction behind the scenes here, other than the whole Deborah Hill and John Carpenter thing. Jamie Lee Curtis really wanted there to be no scenes in this movie that hinted that there could be a sequel. She was like, look, maybe I'll be in another one. I don't know, but I just don't, for whatever reason, she's like, I don't want the movie to just have a cheap cliffhanger ending. But Mustafa Akkad had it written into the contracts for the writers that they could not definitively kill Michael Myers. And it sounds like he might have had that in the contracts for all of the movie's writers.
It seems like it, right?
So you're not allowed to kill Michael Myers, but Jamie Lee really doesn't want there to be like a dumb hint. So we'll have to see how that resolves. And just a personal note, this is the first time in my life, even before I saw some of the Halloweens on AMC, like Fright Month or whatever they called their October in the early 2000s, like I remember the commercials for this. And definitely being curious about it, but knowing, one, it was too scary for me and I was a little kid. But this is the first time like I probably became aware of Halloween, and I was just confused by the marketing for Halloween H2O 20 years later. So I'm very curious to see it now. But yeah, that's everything for Halloween 7. Ready?
Yes.
Oh, Miss Tate, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you jump.
It's okay.
Well, hey, it's Halloween. I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare.
I've had my share.
Miss Tate, I know it's not my place. If I could be maternal for a moment, I don't like to see you like this. I've seen you like this before, and we've all had bad things happen to us. The trick is to concentrate on today. What do I know? You just take care of yourself, okay?
Oh, there's LL Cool J on the poster.
There's everybody. No, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's not there.
JGO.
He wasn't that famous yet. Mr. Sandman is playing.
And that was in Halloween 2, maybe? Halloween 1?
Was it?
I can't remember.
They used this song before?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Right away. It's a beautiful fall street.
Langdon, Illinois.
What? Well, maybe she's smart and doesn't live in Haddonfield, right?
I mean, hopefully she doesn't.
I might have gotten out of the whole state, though, if I were her.
I would be in Belize. I don't think they even have Halloween there. I do like that little car that looks like a bean. Okay, it's October 29th, 1998. What were you doing? What were you up to?
Probably a school day.
Yep. Getting ready to wear your...
98. I was going to probably be wearing a CVS rubber mask of a sort of unnameable, indefinable, scary monster face with a black sweatshirt.
Incredible.
Black sweatpants. Bring a pillowcase around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Maybe a cape. I did have like a vampire cape that I might
okay.
add into those.
Yep. And gloves.
Yeah. Monster hand gloves.
Stretchy knit gloves
No.
are my favorite.
Oh, yeah. But sometimes we had like the monster hand gloves.
Mm.
What were you doing for Halloween 98, do you think?
Ooh, 98. I was probably in second grade. I think I was Rapunzel that year.
Homemade. Of course.
Homemade yarn wig. Very long yarn wig. We got just like some ambient creepiness. Nurse coming home from a long shift. She is a little scared. Her house was broken into. And then she has to look at Joseph Gordon-Levitt, a little boy. She made these two little boys come into her house with her because she was kind of scared. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt is like, all right, let's go check out the house. I've got my hockey stick. I'm ready. They're going to let Joseph Gordon-Levitt just go into a home that's been broken into.
He's got his hockey stick, like you said. Look at JGL's friend, though. He has like perfect 90s hair.
Uh-huh. It's like they made it in a lab. I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's flannel, though.
Mhm.
Look how cute it is. Do you think I should get a hockey stick for home defense?
You have a baseball bat.
Yeah, but a hockey stick's got greater reach, and I could use it to like reach things on high counters because it's got that curved
Yeah,
head.
get you a hockey stick. We'll put it with the baseball bat.
And the
The
crowbar.
crowbar. We can't tell everyone our home defense system. Then they can
Crowbars.
disarm us.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is inside this woman's house. It's been tossed. She seems to have like a filing cabinet with lots of records in it. Unclear as to why she would. What a hooligan this child is.
You're stealing beer from her fridge while he's supposed to be checking the house is safe.
What a larrikin. How was this movie received?
They made a sequel.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Our nameless nurse here, whose house has been broken into, has a photo of Donald Pleasance, Dr. Loomis, surprisingly not holding a gun.
Well, the picture's only from the chest up, so.
And then in her office, she has a filing cabinet and a file that's labeled Laurie Strode. Is this woman violating HIPAA? Probably.
By keeping
Not
that
great.
at home?
I mean, she shouldn't be keeping anything at home,
Mm,
right? Like you're not supposed to keep your work files at home.
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
You're definitely not. Then Michael Myers was shown in the background of her home, and he disappeared, and he's running fast. No, Jimmy was killed.
Wow, he got an ice skate to the face.
So Michael Myers came and killed those little boys.
He got the file he wanted, though.
Mm-hmm.
So why is he killing anybody?
Well, honestly, I don't know because we've erased the last 3 or 4 movies. So now I don't know why he's killing. And honestly, I didn't know really why he was killing in Halloween 6 when they tried to explain it. Because of the evil
family
rune.
members.
The more they explained, the less I understood.
I just can't get over when Paul Rudd trapped him with the runes.
So now this nurse is fighting back. Nurses are built different.
Yeah, she's
They really
holding her own.
are. Nobody else has been able to really disable Michael Myers in any way.
Right.
Oh no.
Whoa.
He still got her though.
Yeah.
You know what though? Shout out to all my nurses. Shout out to anybody who is a nurse. Y'all are built different. They are. If I had to go up against Michael Myers and I had the choice between having a nurse or literally almost anyone else on my team, I would pick the nurse. I would. I'm scared of nurses. So here's Michael Myers cruising out the driveway, no lights. And because this nurse is bad at HIPAA, now he has Laurie Strode's current address.
Oh, the nurse didn't violate HIPAA.
Dr. Loomis violated HIPAA,
Yeah,
of course.
So it's his house. She was just his live-in nurse.
All right, so I guess in this iteration, Michael Myers has just been hiding out for 20 years?
Yeah.
Doing odd jobs?
He didn't resurface for all those other movies.
All right, Mustafa Akkad can't stop producing.
Mustafa Akkad presents.
All right, we got the music, sort of. It's like a little bit more of an orchestral arrangement. Jamie Lee Curtis, top billing.
Well,
She deserves it.
After Mustafa Akkad.
Yeah, Mustafa, that's true. Mustafa gets top billing. He's like, Halloween, H2O, Halloween, starring me, Mustafa. What? Michelle Williams, there she is. Janet Leigh is Norma.
Oh, and Josh Hartnett.
LL Cool J is here.
So Joseph Gordon-Levitt is Jimmy. He's already dead.
Yep.
Wow. His credit in the opening credits is after he already died.
We're presuming that Dr. Loomis has been tracking any sightings of, right?
Yeah.
Like, been tracking any Michael Myers sightings.
Yeah.
Like maybe just a really pale guy that doesn't brush his hair. He's like, oh, is that him? It's not good.
Class of 78.
Yeah, because she lived and didn't die.
Was she a senior in? It doesn't actually make sense. She would have been graduated then.
Or Steve Miner couldn't get John Carpenter back.
No.
Not enough granola bars or cash or additional movie deals. Right now we got scary curtains.
Ooh, academia. Ugh.
We're at a school. Headmistress Carrie Tate is here. She has a son. We can only assume that it's Laurie Strode. All right, our first Jamie Lee sighting. Having a scary dream.
Waking up from a night terror.
Yep. She's got like a great late 90s pixie cut situation.
Yeah, it's the Jamie Lee Curtis
Yeah.
that I picture when I hear the name Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, because you always are thinking about Activia commercials. And she's got like maybe high school aged son,
Mm-hmm.
which makes sense.
See the scar on her arm from,
Yeah,
from Michael Myers slashed her in the first one.
Classic. So, her son's Josh Hartnett.
Mhm.
There you go. Why is he married? Oh, no, that's on his middle finger. All right. So Laurie Strode's on like a lot of medication.
Her entire medicine cabinet is full of prescription bottles.
Which, listen, totally cool. If you need any kind of medication, like, yes, go for it. But Laurie Strode's on like a lot of medication. All right. Halloween, October 31st. We're here in California, Hillcrest Academy.
All right, so she was smart and did get out of town.
But look, see, Laurie Strode, she is killing the game. She is the headmistress of a school. She's got it. She's marginally managing her PTSD. Oh man, I'm just sad that Laurie Strode ended up with a deadbeat husband.
Yeah, she's
Right?
divorced.
She's divorced. Her son's father has sent a birthday card, but it's 2 months late. Her son wants to go to Yosemite because he's 17 years old, but she's like, I'm really having trouble letting go, which makes sense, right? As a parent who's experienced like a lot of trauma around the same age. I just want Laurie Strode's life to be nice. Perhaps some therapy could help.
Well, how'd she get all those pills? She's at least been to a psychiatrist.
Laurie Strode having some trouble letting go of her teenage son, having some trouble facing and integrating after all this trauma, still seeing visions of Michael Myers. That's not so good.
Even with all the pills.
Got a parentified son who's like, hey, you're out of your nightmare medication. Josh Hartnett's girlfriend, and this is the most quintessentially late 90s looking teen girl I've ever seen.
That's Michelle Williams.
I know, but look at her.
Her eyebrows,
Just
if you can see them.
tweezed away to nothingness. Poor sweet baby. It's a cool little car. Oh no. So we're at a rest stop. Michael Myers' car has a flat tire. And you know what that means. He's got to kill these people for their car. All right, so Michael Myers has stolen their car, but like that's the best case scenario.
Yeah,
right?
he didn't kill them. That was a good little scary scene because the mom didn't want to scare her daughter, for her daughter to know how scared she was.
Yeah.
They're in like a roadside bathroom and Michael Myers stole their keys, plus just the general horror show of a roadside bathroom like that.
Jamie Lee Curtis is the headmaster, the headmistress of this school, and she is sending the entire high school to Yosemite.
Except
for
for
a
her
field
son.
trip, except for her son. Josh Hartnett, Michelle Williams, and their couple friend are staying.
Just Jamie Lee Curtis sending the whole school out on their trip being like, no booze, no sex.
Janet Leigh looks phenomenal.
I just love the idea that Jamie Lee Curtis is like, Mom, do you want some money? Like,
wanna be in a
I
movie?
can get you to be in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, and now Jamie Lee Curtis is macking on who's he? Is he
He's the school counselor.
Oh, wow.
Good for Jamie Lee. Maybe she has a nice life. I don't know. Maybe life isn't just nice or not nice. Maybe it's a combination of all of the good and bad experiences that you have. Oh, no.
For you, a good experience you had watching Halloween 1, a bad experience you had watching Halloween 5. Now, wait a minute, Kate. If these roles were reversed and the male headmaster who's in a position of power was making out with the female school counselor, would you be so positive?
No, probably not. Girl power.
Girl boss. Girl abusive power.
LL Cool J is playing a security guard who also writes like erotica. He's reading his drafts to his wife over the phone, which I think is hilarious.
Also, Michael Myers can't change a tire?
Michael Myers can't change a tire. He's been institutionalized for his formative years, and then he's been on the run.
He's
you
dressed
know?
like a mechanic, but he can't fix a tire.
I would argue, can you change a tire?
Like me when I wear my Carhartt hat.
I think maybe Laurie should just go on vacation during Halloween.
Right? Like go to a country that doesn't celebrate it,
Yeah,
or
just
go somewhere remote.
Go to Mexico, hang out, right?
So far, this is just a movie about PTSD.
A lot of horror movies are. Just some movies about feelings. I do like that Laurie Strode is with kind of like an emotionally intelligent man.
Well, it makes sense that he's the counselor at the school, right?
He was like, do you want to talk about it? Like, do you want to talk about how you're feeling? No, Laurie. Laurie's like, counsel me. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. Good boundaries, sir.
No, that's inappropriate.
Nice job. I think, though, if this school counselor really loved her, he'd be like, go to therapy. Oh, so Jamie Lee Curtis hasn't told him yet.
Yeah.
Spicy.
She's got a whole new identity.
Okay, so Jamie Lee Curtis is talking to her boyfriend, and she's like, look, I have tried a lot of things. Good for you, Jamie Lee. I'm glad she's tried a lot of things. And he's like, you haven't tried everything. And she's like, what else could I possibly try? And he's like, just be honest with me and yourself about it. She's like, nope.
Not going to try that.
Perhaps Jamie Lee Curtis should try like the MDMA-assisted psychotherapy that's in clinical trials. Maybe some, what are those? Mushrooms. A little psilocybin, some EMDR. She didn't say she tried EMDR.
It's 1998. Did that exist?
Actually, I don't know. Let's look. 1987, but 1991 is when they published a paper about it. So it is pretty new. Josh Hartnett has described his mom as a functional alcoholic, right? Which we just watched her absolutely down like 2 glasses of Chardonnay without enjoying it in any way, right? Now they're fighting in the street. Love.
Oh, the son knows about Michael Myers.
Okay. So great that she was honest with her son about it. Maybe a little family therapy. Could have done that.
What is up with Josh Hartnett's hair?
It's like a weird, messy bowl cut.
Yeah. You know, she's been paranoid for 20 years. Michael Myers somehow survived the fire and will come get her. And of course, she's going to be proven right in this movie. Not really a good lesson to learn about your anxiety.
No, but a good lesson to learn that moms are always right.
She'll be like, I should have been more anxious.
They're behind the walls of this private school, but in theory, Michael Myers has had 20 years to practice his like high jumps, you know, his fast running.
His climbing, yeah.
His climbing. It's like his prep for the Olympics.
They're spending a lot of time on this dumb waiter in the school's kitchen.
Chekhov's dumbwaiter
Yeah,
here.
that'll be important. Was it Chekhov's laundry chute before?
Yep. Chekhov's washing machine. All right. We're having a big talk about confronting monsters, Frankenstein.
Yeah, she's teaching Frankenstein. Of course.
And that, like, the way that you get up the courage to confront your monster is when you have nothing left to lose. Damn. All right. So, Mom, Jamie Lee Curtis has finally given Josh Hartnett permission to go to Yosemite. She has signed the permission slip. She's like, go on the class trip. She's finally like, okay, I can do it. I can let my son be out in the world. But then he is upset because he's planned a whole romantic weekend with his girlfriend. Little dramatic irony here. We know that he's not going and is on campus.
He's got to hide on campus.
Yep.
Because Jamie Lee's going to be here. He's going to be here. Him and his whole ragtag crew of friends and girlfriend are going to be here.
I would be concerned maybe about the level of supervision at this school, right? If Josh Hartnett is supposed to be on the trip and no one has said like, hey, where's Josh Hartnett?
Right. Like the people at Yosemite aren't.
Yeah, the
doing their
staff
due
who's
diligence.
supervising
Like
the field trip.
The bus shouldn't be leaving without confirming that he's on it.
Surely. I just love seeing Jamie Lee and Janet Leigh on screen together. I just adore it. And obviously Janet Leigh has had some work done, but it's very tasteful work, right? Like she looks older, you know, she looks like an older woman, an elderly woman, but she still looks good.
There's all these like meta jokes.
Yep.
About being scream queens and the fact that they're actually mother and daughter. This is nice.
Janet Leigh's so cute. And look, you can hear the Psycho theme underneath. Not the famous hing, 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 but the hear it. All right. I'm not upset by that. I liked that.
And they've done a few references to Psycho in the dialogue too.
Halloween H2O 2000. What was it called?
Halloween H2O 20 years later. That's a weird looking bus.
Yeah, I don't think they had school buses in the budget. These are just Astro vans. It's a very rural, weird private school. All right. All the kids are off campus. Michael Myers driving up. You would think he would want more teens on campus. I actually kind of like this LL Cool J character. I didn't know if I was going to like LL Cool J in this role of like, all right, let's make the one black guy the security guard, you know?
They've given him a lot of depth, though.
He does. He contains multitudes.
Right.
I am concerned that he is going to die first, though, right?
That would be right in line with the trope. Let's see.
All right. So here's LL Cool J out to inspect this car, this mysterious, very recognizable car that Michael Myers has been driving, that Michael Myers has left here as bait.
He's not in it. Also,
There he is. There he is. Ah.
whoa.
Oh, maybe he's just going to walk right in.
LL Cool J can't die first. We've already had 3 kills.
What?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's friend with spiky hair, and
Miss Whittington.
yeah, Dr. Loomis's nurse, who got to keep his house. That's a pretty sweet deal.
Maybe they were...
Hope the de-clicker filter I put all these audios through doesn't remove that.
All right, so Michael Myers has just walked behind LL Cool J without engaging in any violence, which is kind of off-brand for Michael, you know? Oh, wait, no, maybe he's going to still engage in violence. Unsure.
I don't think you cast LL Cool J just to kill him so quick, hopefully.
Is Michael Myers feeling okay? Not going to engage in violence?
He just keeps peeking through the window.
He's doing like a little creepy peek routine.
Hey.
What you doing? What you doing?
He do the old cut the phone line.
All right, maybe he's engaging in some of his old tricks. What do you think Michael Myers has been doing for 20 years?
I don't know if we're going to get the answer to that or not.
Has he been training, getting strong, getting fast?
Because the last everyone saw was he was getting burned up.
Yep.
But no one ever saw the body or the ashes, as Jamie Lee said.
Maybe he was recovering from his burns, so he had to do that for a little bit. And then, like, do you think he's been investing in himself?
Yeah, working out. He's got a few side hustles.
Maybe he got into gardening.
I hope so. Or like he's got great knife skills. Why isn't he a chef?
Yeah.
All right, so all the pieces are set up now. We got a huge gated private school campus. There's only a very few number of people on campus.
Halloween.
It is Halloween night. We're in California, though, so we're not doing the old Haddonfield.
We got Josh Hartnett hiding on campus somewhere with Michelle Williams.
Mm-hmm. And those other 2.
Oh, I don't care about the other 2.
Here's like Horny Boy and Goth Girl. There have been so many fake out jump scares so far. Like it's a recurring thing they do in this movie a lot, hopefully to prime us for when it gets real good.
Well, and it feels kind of like, I feel like that maybe is an advent of the time too. Like more jump scare versus, you know, because we don't get like Michael Myers appearing out of the darkness yet, right?
Not exactly. He's popped up in the background a few times, but nothing major.
But he's not like being revealed by a really creative lighting choice, which I'm sad about. There's still time though. Whoa, don't go like Craig, mind your own business.
There was a horror movie on TV. I don't know what it was. It was not Sarah Jessica Parker. It was, who's Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Sarah Michelle Gellar in what looked like a Scream movie, but I don't think Sarah Michelle Gellar was in a Scream movie.
I mean, you also said that Michelle Williams was on Grey's Anatomy, so I'm not trusting anything you say today.
She got electrocuted.
That's how rumors start, Tyler. All right, so...
She got electrocuted on the set of Grey's Anatomy. It wasn't for the show. All right, here's a little parallel storytelling. The kids on campus are all drinking. Jamie Lee Curtis is drinking.
Jamie Lee Curtis is not engaging in fun drinking, though.
No.
This is not fun.
I feel like the interaction of her alcoholism with those huge amounts of pills can't be good.
Yeah. And that's not like kid medication either. You know, that's like...
Yeah, it's the heavy duty stuff.
Yeah. She's probably on like some pretty heavy antipsychotics, you know? I actually do like all of the indirect light sources in Jamie Lee's home. It looks very cozy, doesn't it?
Not as cozy as Dr. Loomis's house in Halloween 6.
Dr. Loomis's little house was cozy.
Way better than that was supposed to be his house that got ransacked at the beginning.
I didn't
of this
like
one.
it.
Wasn't anywhere near as nice. They're like couple friend. They're real weird.
They're so weird.
They're supposed to be the comic relief, I guess. Along with some of what LL Cool J is doing.
Yeah. I kind of like it though. I know this is like traditional late 90s fat phobia, but I like to read it through a body positive lens where he's like, yeah, it's pretty sexy. The 4 high schoolers have holed up in what I can assume is the basement.
They're gonna
right of like the dining hall.
Are they gonna sleep down here?
They've set up like a little cozy Halloween den, you know, where they're gonna like watch a horror movie.
Right. Once again, we're to believe teenagers will light all these romantic candles. In this movie, it's hundreds of candles.
It's a lot of candles. Jamie Lee is trying to tell her boo thing the truth about her identity, but he can't take it seriously. He thinks it's like a sexy game.
He thinks it's fun banter. This banter's getting weird. My brother killed my sister.
This really killed the mood.
All right, so she did still fake her death.
Mm-hmm.
So the people in Haddonfield, and presumably Michael Myers until recently, believed she was dead. So they didn't have to ignore the other sequels, but they chose to.
So she did fake her death, which is interesting. All right, so Jamie Lee's having some intrusive thoughts. She's like, do you think my son made it to Yosemite? Do you think they're there? I just gotta call him. What am I doing? She's trying to call her son, but realizes that all the phones are dead now, which is not good. Yes, packing heat.
All right, so now it's in lieu of Dr. Loomis not being here with his gun, we got Jamie Lee with her gun. I'm sorry, Laurie Strode with her gun.
All right, Jamie Lee, put it down, put it down.
Well, she's also had like an entire liter of vodka tonight.
Yeah.
But her tolerance is very high, so she could probably still shoot straight.
No.
Ooh. Okay, we got a kid who has to reach into a garbage disposal. Never good.
Just use tongs. Use a chopstick. Oh my God.
This is some good horror movie.
Yeah. A different sort of horror movie ick, right?
Yeah.
Where you're just like, wah. All right, he's got it.
Wow.
Incredible. Whoa, there's Michael Myers.
Michael Myers is here, though, yeah.
Michael Myers' mask is like really degraded, I feel like, you know?
Has he been wearing the same one for...
I can't tell. I feel
20
like
years?
the mouth lines are really filled in.
Yeah, it's
Like
almost
they're
like
really,
an age.
yeah, they're really aged, which I guess would make sense if he was using the old one, but
But it almost looks like if the mask were a real human face, it
Yes,
has like
yeah.
age lines on it.
kind of odd. I'm actually kind of digging the way that they've lit this room with this idea of like light from below. It's very appealing. Oh no, Charlie was killed.
Wow, and he didn't even get hurt in the garbage disposal.
Yep.
That was
And they
just some tension for us.
Shoved him in the dumbwaiter.
Yeah, we had to see a dead body come down that dumbwaiter.
Listen,
Love
we know that Michael Myers loves a theatrical pose. Weird little girl has put herself in the dumbwaiter, but the dumbwaiter only goes so far, you know? It's not taking you to space. You can't escape. And you know that Michael Myers is doing his fast run to get up
he's
here.
running up the stairs. Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, she got her leg crushed in the dumbwaiter. That's pretty gnarly.
See, look at his eyebrows. They
Michael
look like
Myers.
Michelle Williams's eyebrows.
Yeah, look, her leg's got like a bone sticking out.
It's not so good.
So he stabbed her in the thigh and then he had her leg crushed.
So he's just stabbing away. This
So-
mask looks less scary.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. What do you think it is?
It's just a law of diminishing returns, truthfully.
You think?
Even if it were the exact same mask, I do think there's only so many times you can watch him do this.
I guess you're right.
And we might be at our limit. And remember, we're also speed running this. It would have been 3 years between Halloween 6 and this for you to come down. They really are, I think, they geniusly wrote this to have their cake and eat it too, where it's like a new teen cast here getting, murdered one by Michael Myers, but also we get the PTSD Jamie Lee. Very clever. It's like a metaphor, this movie, for like how trauma can be passed on from one generation to the next. They just keep doing Danielle Harris dirty. Why couldn't they have Josh Hartnett be played by her,
Michelle Williams got.
No.
Nope, she got grabbed. All right, so Josh Hartnett punched
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Yeah, look, they're fighting back. He was punching him.
Yeah.
Michelle Williams got a big rock and is hitting him with
Yeah.
that. Did the mask just have angry eyebrows?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, is it a different mask to show different
I don't
emotions?
think so. I think it was just a weird angle, truthfully. Michelle Williams got manhandled. Josh Hartnett got stabbed in the leg, though. He's okay.
Yeah, this is a fully, orchestrated score, though,
Hmm.
which it makes sense. It's not the 70s and 80s anymore. Maybe a synth score would be silly, but I would like to hear the Halloween theme, and maybe they're saving it for when he gets to Laurie Strode.
This is kind of funny.
Yeah, Michael Myers has been defeated by, a gate.
Yeah.
Like, he's reaching his arm through, trying to stab them, but this arm is just quite not long enough to
Yeah.
quite get to them, so he's slashing, right in front of them.
And now we have a scene where Michael Myers is trying to find the right key.
Very relatable.
Yep.
If you've ever had a key ring with too many keys on it. And here they are,
Right,
Laurie
look,
Strode and Michael Myers.
The molded eyebrows are so weird. All right, here's Laurie Strode packing heat.
He's so fast.
He's so fast, right?
So Laurie Strode and Michael Myers are face to face through the round glass window on the door. She looks down for a second to get her gun out of her pants and looks up. Boom, he's gone.
Gone.
Classic Michael Myers.
Yep. Why would you have your windows open? It's Halloween night. They saw a shadowed figure coming up the stairs. And now, what's his name? Gus, Chet, whoever it is, the school counselor boyfriend's a murderer now. They've killed him. So now Chet, the school counselor, Will, his name is Will, has killed an unarmed black man and then was just absolutely gutted by Michael Myers.
Wow, they're making quick work of
Well, there's only 20 minutes left.
This
Come
is
on.
incredible.
Keep it moving.
We're literally down to just Laurie Strode and her son and Michelle Williams. I love how many times they say in this movie. It's great.
Give me more I love that Michael Myers is always willing to just stab and kick through a door, right? Right? This mask is not scary.
It looks really stupid right now.
It looks really dumb. I think the hairline is starting back pretty far.
He's aging. His hairlines are receding.
It's just kind of like a laughable look. You just drive away. He can't outrun you. Don't even look back. Why would you look back?
She wants to end this once and for all, doesn't she?
Yeah, because in her contract bid, she's like, please. So Laurie Strode is going to do a showdown with her bruv. She's like, I got to kill him. But here's the thing, Laurie, if you're going to kill him, take the head.
I think that might be her plan. Let's see. Earlier, when, her son was like, you watched him burn. She's like, I did not stay to look at the ashes. She knows.
You got to look at the ashes. Just make sure. Make 100% sure he's donezo. All right, so she's got a hatchet and a rock. That's her plan.
And the music's kicking up here. Here we go.
That's what we're here for. Yeah. Nice shot of Jamie Lee with a hatchet. We love. Oh, she's just straight up calling him out, which I like, actually. Right? This has never happened. This is a new way to fight Michael Myers.
With an axe?
No, just calling him to you. Right? Just say, like, I'm going to f you up, Michael.
Did he just do a one-arm?
Yeah, one-arm pull-up. He's been practicing, Tyler.
Negative?
Yeah, he's been practicing.
That was amazing.
He's been training.
He descended upon her by holding himself up with one arm and slowly lowering himself.
Right. She's kind of given like a warriors come out and play, like smacking a hatchet on stuff.
All right, so he got her hatchet. He slashed her arm. Does she still have her rock?
I don't know. He's never had somebody ask for him by name and say like, look, I'm going to f you up.
So good, you'll ask for him by name.
No one's ever tried to just like act absolutely unhinged around him. Like maybe he needs somebody to match his freak, Look, she's under the table. He's on the table. Yeah, just push up, Jamie Lee. Push up.
He's got one knife. She's got a whole drawer of knives. Just throwing them at him one at a time.
I like this energy. All right, so Jamie Lee's going at it. Mano a mano.
Yeah, now we're knife versus knife.
Knife versus knife. Hell yeah. She stabbed him a bunch. She's pushed him over the edge of a balcony into the dining hall. Now you just got to take the head, Jamie Lee. Yeah. That's all you got to do.
Do not take your eyes off him, Jamie. He's been at the bottom of a balcony before. No, don't turn your head. No.
JLC, no.
I think she's on her way down to maybe finish the job. I don't know.
You would just got to jump down on top of him.
Yeah. This was a huge mistake. All right. He's still there. Thank God.
Okay. So she's come upon his body. He's right, definitely still alive.
Yeah. She's got to cut his head off.
Yeah. You just got to
get the bread knife. Get the serrated one.
Yep.
Oh my God.
LL Cool J's back. Yes. He lived. He stops Laurie Strode from stabbing him over and over and over, which...
That's not good.
Honestly, you just gotta let her stab.
Like, what's the harm? She's already suffering a lot.
Yeah, like you're not helping her in any way by carting her away from this dead body.
Let her just stab him over and over again.
Yeah, just take out his insides. I'm so happy that LL Cool J lived. He got grazed by a bullet and then
on the phone
laid there.
Telling his wife how much he loves her.
It's beautiful. Feeling reinvigorated in his writing process. Okay, so that's Michael Myers' ostensibly his body.
He's in a
being
body
zipped
bag.
into a body bag.
Here's Jamie Lee sneaking over with a hatchet and a gun. She took the cop's gun.
All right, so she's taking the coroner's van.
Oh, this is awesome.
All right, a whole new wrinkle, which I actually love. She is taking Michael Myers on the road.
She stole the coroner van that he's just been loaded into.
Yep.
This is great.
And she is driving the coroner's van down these windy California roads.
She's still drunk, don't forget.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
This is a good fake out where we thought LL Cool J stopping her from doing some overkill stabbing.
Oh, the bag's moving.
Yeah. But now she's going to finish the job. She knows.
Michael Myers is moving in the bag.
She knows she's got to do something.
He's doing his don't wake daddy routine. Michael Myers is stuck in the bag, though, which I think is really funny.
Yeah, how's he supposed to get out of there?
He's like, if you've ever been underneath a weighted blanket and like struggled to get out, you know what it looks like right now.
Oh, no.
The hands are coming out.
He did. He found a way to get out of the zipper.
He's coming out of the chrysalis. He's lunging. He's lunging for Jamie Lee. Up, but he's been thrown from the van.
All right, she's got to run him over like 20 times.
Over and over until he's just a pulp. I will say Jamie Lee being back has given me an infusion of energy.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
All right, so now she's driven off the cliff with Michael Myers clinging to the front.
Yeah, but like, isn't this going to hurt her more than him?
Unclear.
He got thrown off.
Now he's pinned between the van and a tree trunk.
The van rolled down the cliff at high speed and smushed him, presumably. Like, his body is intact.
I love when something just like quietly lights on fire.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
van's
what
on
it
fire.
is. Just like a quiet fire, not a Michael Bay fire.
Yeah, this is more realistic than when vans have exploded in these movies previously.
She just, I don't know what it is. She just brings so much to the franchise, you know?
Is she going to take your advice and take the head, do you think? She's got the axe. His
She
head
wants
is
to.
presented to her perfectly.
Yeah, his neck is out.
Of course, he's still alive. She did it.
She took the head. Jamie Lee took the head. Yes. They're playing the music.
How did Mustafa Akkad allow this to happen? He's
Wait,
like,
no, is it the boyfriend?
I don't know. No.
It has to be.
The movie?
In Halloween 8, they're going to be like,
don't know.
that was the boyfriend.
The movie ended with Michael Myers' head getting chopped off by Laurie Strode with an axe. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? How do you feel about this one?
I feel re-energized.
This is like almost people would hate me if I really said this, but
No.
this is like almost better than the first one.
No. That's not true. It is not better than Halloween, the OG. I'm going to say it's better than Halloween 2.
Yeah, I didn't love Halloween 2 that much.
I honestly, here's my ranking right now. Halloween, regular. This is Halloween.
This is Halloween.
Halloween H2O 9000.
It's over 9,000.
And then all of the others in a various mix.
Yeah.
Depending on how I'm feeling that day.
This was more fun to watch.
This
than
was
Halloween
very
1.
fun to watch.
I don't mean it's a better movie, whatever.
Loved the addition of
subjective.
LL Cool J and loved that he got to live, which I really liked.
Look,
Like,
you thought they were going to kill him early.
Yeah, I was like, damn, they're really going to just go for that trope. And then they subverted the trope,
time.
which I always dig. And you just can't beat Jamie Lee with her Activia haircut, and she's killing it. And she killed him.
And here's some really 90s music during the credits.
Oh yeah, this is like
It's
this is like Creed
or somebody. Creed. It is Creed.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Creed.
It's not just
does
like Creed.
the,
I think the kids were listening to it in their little party
yeah,
area too.
yeah.
Okay, Kate. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed this. I enjoyed this one too. I don't know how the final one's going to be.
Michael Myers is dead. They took the head.
The one we're going to watch next has a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
So, and you know what?
Remember how I only show you things that have like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes?
All right, Kate. Final Halloween movie that I'm going to ask you to watch. Halloween Resurrection, although I prefer one of the working titles, which was Halloween, MichaelMyers.com. Sounds like you named it.
I hate this. Were there any other working titles?
Probably.
Halloween, he's back.
There were like a lot that they wanted to call Halloween Lord of the Dead. One of the writers tried to make that the title of like all of the last 4, and it just never worked.
Halloween, we stitched his head back on.
Before we watch it though, as promised, here are the Rotten Tomatoes scores of all 8 of these movies. The original Halloween has a 96 Rotten Tomatoes score. That is very high.
Very good.
That's unusually high for any movie.
Second only to National Velvet in the items that
what
we've covered.
did National Velvet have?
98.
Wow. Halloween 2, a 33. Steep drop off.
Yeah.
Halloween 3, 50. Higher than Halloween 2. But again, it's been like kind of recontextualized and reanalyzed over the years.
I would say it lives in the so bad it's good realm.
Yeah, and it's just so different. Halloween 4, 39. Better than 2, according to these rankings. I don't know if I
Okay.
agree or not.
I don't know if I agree with that, but that's fine.
I don't put a lot of stock into Rotten Tomatoes, but it is a good, like, broad brush to paint with. Halloween 5, 12%.
Yes.
Halloween 6, the lowest on this list, 8%.
What happened in Halloween 6?
6 was the one where they answered about the cult, and Paul Rudd was there, and who was the man with the boots.
Paul Rudd, the cult. Who was the man with the boots? Okay.
H2O, the one we just watched, 56%.
That's more than half.
That makes it the second highest out of all of them so far. And Halloween Resurrection, aka MichaelMyers.com, that we're about to watch, is 10%. Not the lowest.
10%.
Not the lowest. And then, because when you search for the word Halloween in the search on Rotten Tomatoes, it gives you any movie with the word Halloween in it. I also included Halloween Town, the Disney Channel made-for-TV movie with Debbie Reynolds that we watched a long time ago that I love. 83%. Higher than any of the movies except for the original Halloween. So maybe gives you a clue as to the fact that maybe it's not the most accurate system. Then again, as a TV movie, maybe it wasn't reviewed as much, and Rotten Tomatoes is a review aggregator. But I digress. Kate, Halloween 8, Halloween Resurrection, released in theaters on July 12th, 2002. We didn't really mention it, but starting with H2O and now this one, they switched to summer releases. I don't know why, but they did.
Because summer is for movies.
I mean, maybe it has to do with the bigger trends of box office in the 90s and the early 2000s. But prior to this, every Halloween movie was released on or around Halloween. Okay, so it's July 12th, 2002 now. We're in the new millennium. This movie's written by Larry Brand and Sean Hood. It's directed by the first repeat director in this franchise.
Oh, wowie wow.
Rick Rosenthal, who directed Halloween 2. They brought him back for some reason.
They were like, Rick,
I don't know.
you're up. It's time.
Jamie Lee Curtis is back once again. The other person they were planning to bring back from H2O was LL Cool J because he was so great and is a fan favorite, but they were unwilling to pay him what he asked for, so LL Cool J is instead replaced by Busta Rhymes.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I don't think he's playing the same character.
But they were like, let's just bring in another
rapper.
token black man.
Specifically, they wanted someone who was a rapper and actor. Busta Rhymes, so I'm just looking at his filmography. He's in the Rugrats movie as the voice of the Reptar Wagon. That was before Halloween Resurrections. And he's not in a whole lot of other movies. Okay, and in this movie, Michael Myers is played by, once again, a completely different person. It's so weird that they never seem to get the same person. Brad Loree, another stuntman. They're always casting stuntmen as Michael Myers. Makes sense. This movie, Kate, is the one that kind of sort of ended the franchise until it was rebooted 5 years later, which this is the end of the franchise as far as we're concerned, because one, it's the last one that's actually sort of, for now, connected to the early movies. Really, it's the last one prior to kind of where we cut off media we review on this podcast because, like I said, it's from 2002, and then the next one's not till 2007 and is totally not connected to the continuity. So in 2007, you get a movie called Halloween, directed by Rob Zombie, which gets a sequel, and then they start ignoring those, and in 2018, 40 years, Halloween H40 after the original.
Did they name it that?
No, they just called it, very confusingly, they just called the 2018 one Halloween. Same title as the original. And it is a sequel. When they made that one, they chose to ignore all the movies except for the original. So even Halloween 2 didn't happen in the new version with Jamie Lee Curtis. They ignore H2O, but it's just interesting.
And how was Halloween H40?
People like it. It did very well. I think it has a very high Rotten Tomatoes compared to all of them. But then they made 2 sequels to that people did not like as much. But Jamie Lee Curtis is there throughout. And Danielle Harris tried to be in it, and they're like, nah, they cast someone else as the daughter. They just really...
Damn.
The only person who honored Danielle Harris is Rob Zombie. He cast her in his reboot as one of the teenage friends of Laurie Strode. Very confusing.
Very confusing.
We don't need to know anything about all those sequels. All we need to know is, as far as we're concerned, this is the sort of kind of end of the franchise, the end of our episodes here, our very long journey. You've been a really good sport.
I have been, I would like to say, and I deserve a treat.
What can you tell us about Michael Myers?
Michael Myers is not a soundbite, a spinoff, tie-in, some kind of celebrity scandal. Michael Myers is a killer shark, baggy overalls. He gets his kicks off of killing everything and everyone that he comes across. That's all.
Let's kill Michael Myers once and for all.
Michael Myers' fax number. What was the other title? Halloween King of the Night or something?
Lord of the Dead.
Oh, Halloween Phantom of the Opera.
This, I have a feeling, is going to be very 2002. Very of the era. The use of the internet, you'll see.
Right away, we get some music.
There's the classic theme song, Mustafa Akkad Presents, R.I.P.
That man, he doesn't quit.
He died between this and the reboot.
Dang.
Or else he would have produced it.
Busta Rhymes.
Top billing. Busta Rhymes was named before Jamie Lee Curtis.
Tyra Banks. She's mean. Who is that?
Sean Patrick Thomas. Okay,
Ew.
just remember when we last saw Michael Myers, his head was getting chopped off.
Really chopped off, too. What did John Carpenter think of this?
John Carpenter says he watched this one and was completely baffled by it. When he said that in an interview, it's unclear, like, if he ever saw any of the other sequels.
Yeah.
He's like, I saw that one with the internet.
All right, so Jamie Lee is presumably in some kind of institution.
She's got her long hair again.
Yeah.
She's been here a little while.
Yeah.
Her pixie cut has grown out.
Pretty drugged up.
Wow, I really thought she solved all her problems when she cut off Michael Myers' head. This is a depressing way to start the film.
See, I was right. Michael Myers switched places with somebody, put the mask on him, scooted out of there.
Poor Laurie Strode cut off some random guy's head. This is extremely depressing.
I mean, as you know, though, sometimes decapitating your brother doesn't solve all your problems. Michael Myers here in the basement of the psychiatric facility. Michael Myers loves to lower himself down from the ceiling with one hand, right?
I know, yeah, and I know we're on the 8th movie, so this is a bit of a dumb criticism, but this is a bit repetitive. Well, that's
Yes.
not. That's cool. There's a headless body, but we got another washing machine or dryer reveal of a dead body.
Yeah.
And then we had Michael Myers do his reverse one-arm pull-up again. But what was unique here was it was just a head in the washing machine and then the headless body on the ground. All right, that was okay.
Was it? Michael Myers loves nothing more than to just bust through a door bodily, right?
In the past, he like slashes his knife through the doors sometimes. This time, he sort of smashed his head in the door twice and then backed up and just walked right through it. And the
blasted.
Door just exploded around him. And they keep doing a really bad-looking slow motion.
Michael Myers' hair here looks like Kate Gosselin's hair. Look at it.
It's got a lot of volume for that short haircut. Did Jamie Lee want a new car or something? Why did she come back for this?
This time I just want to be like, girl, respect yourself. Well,
Oh,
she
look.
set a trap for him.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis has devised, she's been planning. They said they caught her on the roof before, which is why they thought she was a suicide risk, but really she was creating this winch trap to lure Michael Myers into whenever he decided to appear.
I have to say, Jamie Lee here is still turning in a pretty decent performance. Not a great script, but I will say she's given it her all. So, because she had to check and see if it was him, Michael has now stabbed Jamie Lee Curtis.
They're hanging off the side of the building.
And Jamie Lee's done. Goodbye.
She's on the poster with her short hair.
She's done.
Here she is falling off the side of a building to her death in bad slow motion with long hair. What? In the first 10 minutes. How can this be? But like, what's Michael Myers going to do now? Jamie Lee Curtis is dead.
Some not so good word art.
All right, so Haddonfield has a university, which I
Yep.
do not believe for a second. Maybe
No.
a college.
All right, so here's Sarah, presumptively a main character. You can tell she's not like other girls because she answered a question about the shadow self and she rides a moped.
In the middle of campus on like a sidewalk.
These 3 college students have been selected for a reality show called Dangertainment.
It's a reality show in the old Myers house. Seems in very poor taste, but also
Right?
sounds kind of realistic, especially for the early 2000s. Reality TV boom.
There is so much early internet here.
Big computer monitors, emailing back and forth. Some early catfishing going on here. Does it turn out that this main girl is online dating like a teenage boy, like an underage boy, because he's lying about his age? Is that what's going on here? I'm telling you, Jamie Lee's alive. I refuse to accept. She's going to show up in the house at the end, guaranteed. Or it is some real false marketing, false advertising on the poster.
All right, so it's 6 college students, presumably all from Haddonfield University. And then they're like, all right, you're going to go in and explore this scary, scary house.
They have to like live there? Is that what's going on?
I think it's only for one night, right? Like it's tomorrow night.
That's the guy who ends up playing Lenny Bruce on Mrs. Maisel, right?
Mm-hmm. Sarah's just trying to drop out of this whole Dangertainment project.
This doesn't necessarily bode well that the movie that we're seeing on screen in this movie is a kung fu movie, not a horror movie, like in all the other Halloweens.
Yeah. Sarah literally just said, I'm not like other girls.
I think this catfishing teenage boy plays a boy who turns into a mermaid in a Disney Channel original movie.
Oh no.
Wow, is that a Palm Pilot?
So all of the participants in this Dangertainment show will be kind of mic'd up. They'll have their own camera.
And it's only airing on the internet. It's not on TV.
On the fledgling internet.
Is Michael Myers about to murder someone with a camera tripod? Why is the bottom of that tripod so sharp?
Our first casualty inside the Myers house is a cameraman who's been stabbed by Michael Myers using a camera tripod.
Incredible. So I guess he feels, maybe this is disrespectful to him that they're setting up in his house.
I wouldn't want people in my house.
Period. End of sentence.
Yep.
I wonder how much of this movie we're going to have to endure in the form of their webcam.
Yeah, the first webcam that they have strapped to their heads. It is so grainy.
It's realistic.
Yes. Which is kind of fun for 1 second, and then you're just, please stop. Also, the Myers house has looked different in every installation of Halloween.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be an iconic property.
They didn't make too much of an effort to make it match.
Right?
Oh no, the fennel is fresh.
He's been just hanging out here, making stuff with fennel. Got a lot of cheap jump scaring.
Have all the male contestants now sexually harassed all of the female contestants?
Yes, I think so. Every permutation has been completed.
Right?
Sarah, she's not like other girls. Seems to have found a height chair with weird straps. I don't know.
Like, was he an evil baby?
Is it implying that he was like a bad baby? Unclear. All right, so now we've got a classic early 2000s issue that the webcams keep cutting out. Oh my God, they're talking about the Twinkie defense. I can't. I don't know. I've said it a couple times. Like, none of these sequels feel like the Michael Myers reveal is quite as elegant. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Michael Myers busted through some kind of like two-way mirror.
Why was that in this house, in that old house?
Unclear. And he stabbed some nameless man. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Bill.
it's one of the guys that's also an American Pie.
How can anyone even tell what's happening?
These grainy cameras.
Is that the point? You know, there's nothing I hate more than a creepy doll. I'm sad for Michael Myers.
Why?
It cheapens his legacy. Oh, they found some kind of underground lair. We've all seen Barbarian. Don't go down there. Don't go into the hole in the floor.
So I guess for the lore, they're adding that Michael Myers was treated very badly as a baby. There's like a torture dungeon. He's bad at coloring his coloring book. Also, did the police not investigate the house in the 60s?
Is Michael Myers about to blast through this concrete wall?
To the foundation of the house.
Oh no, it's not Michael Myers. It's a skeleton.
But
what?
why would it break through?
Maybe people haven't been down here for a while. Oh, okay, so it was like a
it's like a setup.
Like a staged.
Yeah, the producer. We're just learning that the producers of the show have
planted some items.
Right. And they leave the sticker on a fake arm.
Is that a double Michael Myers?
We got 2 Michael Myers.
Why?
Well, one we can assume is fake for the internet show. So maybe the real Michael Myers is here because he's mad. He's big mad that they're misrepresenting him in his house, right? So now he was...
But again, we've got the Michael Myers extreme eyebrow on the mask. This one looks a little better. Looks like they've combed its hair.
Does this one's mouth move?
I get it that it's supposed to be grainy and like, oh, this is such a cool format, but like, I really am tired of it. Here's a creepy doll with nails sticking out of its eyes. And we have found out that this is part of like a setup. The producers are setting this up to make it like creepy and watchable, which is kind of a fun wrinkle because I feel like especially at this time, we didn't have a lot of media literacy around reality TV.
I think the biggest indictment of this movie is that we had to pause it to take a nap.
I did. I had to pause it to take a nap.
That's how just boring it is.
All right. So Michael Myers has appeared in the dark and is chasing the red-haired woman. I don't know who it is.
But we don't know if it's real Michael Myers or fake Michael Myers.
Yeah, because right before we fell asleep and had to take an hour nap, it was revealed that there is a real Michael Myers and there is like a fake Michael Myers being played by one of the producers. God, the Michael Myers eyebrows are so weird. It's such a weird addition and it takes me out of it.
We have to go back and look at the original Michael Myers mask. I can't
It's
even
just
remember.
blank white.
There's no eyebrows at all?
There's no eyebrows.
Huh.
All right, so now we're watching the redheaded woman be impaled on a spike.
Yeah, that was real.
So that was real Michael Myers. But why is there this spiky gate in the house?
Yeah, there is like a tunnel. I don't believe that the reality TV producers dug the tunnel. The tunnel must have been there.
I don't know.
It's kind of confusing. There's like this sub-basement tunnel system.
This house is giving me like H.H. Holmes vibes. Why are they ripping a bong now?
Because they're young people.
Who brought their own bong to this haunted house? Like, oh, I'm going into a scary home of a mass murderer. Better bring my travel bong. I hope it's plexiglass so you can put it in a backpack. Oh, there he is. They're trying to do Michael Myers revealed by creative lighting here, but they don't have anyone who's very good at lighting on this movie. So he just kind of steps out from a weird shadow, but it's like, he's not there. He's there. It's not a good reveal.
Wow. The cinematographer of this movie is in shambles listening to this podcast right now.
Whatever. Come fight me. You're not going to be able to see me because it's not going to be well lit. Our fist fight.
I'm glad you took that nap, Kate. It really seems to have refreshed you.
In fairness, I took a nap and there was like a 4-day gap between watching part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, I don't think the producers thought about this. Like, now that the fake Michael Myers is attacking, like the kids are like beating him with stuff.
Why is that a hand?
Oh, it's the fake hand from downstairs that he found that's in Taiwan.
Busta Rhymes is here playing the fake Michael Myers.
When we first saw Busta Rhymes as the fake Michael Myers, his Michael Myers mask, the mouth can move a little bit while he's talking, and it's so weird seeing just like a man talking, seeing like a Michael Myers just casually talking and his little mouth moving. Busta Rhymes is giving an impassioned like explanation of why doing this fake scary thing on this reality show is like a public service for America, so everyone's boring lives can be filled with a little, quote, razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, you have to give America what they want. which is what I'm doing right now. Ha 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 ha.
You hear that, America?
Hey, who's that guy?
He's one of the other young people here.
I'm just tired of all these young people.
He's the one who's also in American Pie. Have you ever seen American Pie?
No.
Huh.
And I don't plan to start. Stop thinking about ideas.
Did her head just get cut off? Amazing.
Yeah. And it took her camera with it.
That's pretty cool.
With the whole pack, though, it was a wired camera.
I think this is an interesting plot point. The idea now that the kids, young adults, whoever they are, they know that some of it's staged, or that the whole thing is supposed to be staged. They're in on it now. So now that the real Michael Myers is starting to do stuff, it's like an Uno reverse.
Yes.
Clever.
So this one guy is just hitting Michael Myers with a camera on a tripod.
Well, we've seen earlier the tripod used to deadly effect.
All right, so now Michael Myers is squeezing this guy's head really hard, and I guess he's going to pop his head. But
no,
why?
He just squeezed it hard enough till blood came out of his eyes and then dropped him.
It just feels inefficient, and I think Michael Myers is really about efficiency,
Is he?
Yeah, if there's a gate, he's going to impale you on it,
Mm-hmm.
It just feels out of character for him.
With that guy, he stuck his knife into the wall on purpose and then squished his head and then took his knife out of the wall when he could have just killed him with his knife. Like a minute ago, he cut that girl's head clean off.
He's a slow walker, but a fast killer.
You are qualified to have strong opinions about Michael Myers. You are becoming an expert.
I'm an expert.
After all this.
I would say he's a product killer, not a process killer. Loves to stage a body,
I threw, pepper in his eyes from the spice cabinet?
So now this young man has thrown spices in Michael Myers' eyes. Did it get through the mask? All right, so now this young man is fighting back, and he is good at knife?
Yeah, he's
got good knife skills because he works in the kitchen at the college.
Yeah, the first time we met him, he was chopping up some vegetables.
Michael Myers is really into squeezing people.
This time around.
This installment. He's in his boa constrictor era.
How many knives do we have in our house? Like
6, maybe?
It seems like there's a lot of knives in this kitchen. Like, we're talking double digits easily.
Oh, absolutely. Dozens of knives.
This guy is now pinned to a door by 3 knives?
And that's not even scratching the surface of the number of knives that the Myers have in this home. All right, so the one little boy, and he's actually a little boy, he's like in high school, who is in contact with one of the girls on the outside. She's like, please help me. And now they're communicating on her Palm Pilot, which is such a weird plot point. The little boy, whose alias is Deckard, is the only one who's like, man, they're really killing people. And now our main girl is communicating with Deckard and using the Palm Pilot to figure out where Michael Myers is. It's a miracle of technology.
Wow.
Your 70s slashers didn't have a Palm Pilot.
Don't they live in the same town? Like, couldn't they go over there?
No.
Bring a gun?
There's a lot of swooshing knife sound effects that are happening. It's a lot.
I think there's a good idea for a horror movie here.
Yes.
It being a Halloween movie isn't necessary. This is a good concept. The online reality show, whatever.
Yeah, with complete with Palm Pilot.
Yeah, with the fake murderer, and then actually there's a real murderer.
Who is that?
That's the man who got killed by the tripod.
Yeah.
That was, you're groggy from your nap. You don't remember. That was before your nap.
So I have questions about like a Palm Pilot. What is it and what does it do?
It seems like, if it's accurate, he's able to send her like an instant message and it can receive it just like it would on her computer. I don't know. All the 2002 technology makes this movie more badly dated than the one from 1978,
yes, right? The one from 1978 really feels timeless in a way. Maybe not for like Gen Alpha, because they're like, what is that thing on the wall? And you're like, that's a corded phone, young man. We grew up in a time where like we remember a corded phone.
Sure.
A landline.
Right.
I would say that Halloween, full stop, just regular Halloween 1978 feels very timeless. And this 2002 Halloween, michaelmyers.org, donate here, feels very dated.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's just so of the time.
Michael Myers, smash that like button.
Everybody on the big CRT computer screens and stuff. It's just funny.
Busta Rhymes has a really good stink face, but then he just did some kind of karate move that seemed really improbable.
Okay, so this is why we saw Busta Rhymes earlier watching Kung Fu movie.
Yes. So now
I'll bet you don't remember this girl's name.
I'm going to call her She's Not Like Other Girls. Is trying to strangle Michael Myers with the cord of a camera.
I don't know her name either, for the record.
I think Michael has some attention issues. All right. So yeah, Busta Rhymes is doing like some kind of whack karate moves. Just like a lot of screaming hi-ya, hi-ya.
Did not think I'd see a karate chop.
Oh, okay. So
finale.
somehow Michael Myers is being hung by his cord that Not Like Other Girls has wrapped around his neck.
Yeah, it was a teamwork kill. She wrapped his neck up and then Busta Rhymes karate kicked him out the window.
If this is what kills Michael Myers.
Nah, he's still moving. Look.
Yeah, but if this is what they're going to say does him in this universe, Michael Myers has been set on fire. He's been lit up by dozens of guns. Dr. Loomis has personally shot him 178 times. He's fallen out of windows. He's been dynamited. Don't forget that he got dynamited. He fell into a hole. If this is what gets him, I am absolutely incredulous.
Say what you will, but this is what killed this franchise. Actually, not true. There's 5 more movies after this.
5 more?
Do you think in this universe, Dr. Loomis's obituary said he was survived by his beloved gun?
We just got a message on the Palm Pilot that he's still alive.
This is crazy.
Did he cut himself down?
He had a knife in his hand, yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Michael Myers always has a knife.
That's what all those pockets are for.
Oh, he got Busta Rhymes. I'm sorry, Busta Rhymes. R.I.P.
So the whole idea that they wanted LL Cool J, I guess that would have been a different script because he wouldn't be playing the same character. Doesn't make sense.
Right?
Yeah, I think that was a whole different idea. Like, I don't think this movie is an organic creation where they were like, we have such a good script, we need to make it. I think they were like, okay, what did we like from the last one? Laurie Strode was in it. LL Cool J was good. And then I think they build their script from there.
Yeah.
So when they don't get LL Cool J, they get Busta Rhymes, and then they decide to kind of go a different way, but keep Busta Rhymes.
You know, as glad as I am that Busta had some work, I think we would have benefited from LL Cool J's presence. And the fact that they just replaced LL Cool J with Busta Rhymes is a little bit suspect. They're just like, get us another black guy.
See a wrap.
So much of this movie is just like dark pixels and then heavy breathing. And I know it's supposed to be scary, but it's just not landing for me.
They should have put that on the poster. Dark pixels and heavy breathing.
Dark breathing and heavy pixels?
Yeah, this house just has so many weird passageways under it. Confused about the layout.
Say what you want about Michael Myers. He loves to slice a leg.
Why are we trying to stop him from doing what he loves? Like, they're going to have to drop a nuclear bomb on Haddonfield, I think.
Yeah. That's the only option.
All right, we're at the final girl portion of the film.
I'm sad that Busta Rhymes wasn't the final girl.
I think if you ever get too scared watching one of these, just try to imagine what it's like to be in one of those masks.
Sweaty.
And like see correctly and execute these, careful kills.
Maybe that's why he has to walk so slow. Okay,
Ooh.
So now we got the chainsaw.
Cool.
All right, so now Not Like Other Girls is attempting to chainsaw Michael Myers, but she just keeps thrusting the chainsaw at him.
He parried it with his knife somehow. Yeah. Okay, now the garage is on fire. There's an electrical fire. There's gasoline everywhere. Her chainsaw has stalled.
You got to oil the blade.
How long has this been there? It's in the abandoned Myers
threw
house.
It at his face.
Like, it's just the heavy part. Like
every dad everywhere. Well, you got to make sure you oil that chain. If you don't oil that chain, it's gonna stall out. Haha, I was right.
Yeah, if my dad was happy.
This is a classic 1950s garage where it's like there's gasoline, like lead paint, buckets everywhere, lots of flammable, But as we know, Michael Myers is fireproof.
It's true. He's already survived a fire once. Okay. Our girl here, she can't move because a little like soundboard is on her.
And it's not very big. It's approximately 6 inches wide. And as someone who has lifted a soundboard, I think she could get out. She's like, oh no, I'm trapped under this super cutting edge technology. I can't get out. Busta's back.
Busta is alive.
He's delivered what I think maybe one of the writers thought would be an iconic line, which is just trick or treat, motherfucker.
It's a good line. It just
feels like so much of this movie isn't landing. It's like when you're in a group and someone tells a story that they think is like really funny, and then everyone's just kind of nodding and you're like, oh God, get me out of here, man.
I've never been in that situation.
If you've never been in that situation, you are the person.
Oh no.
So now Michael Myers has been electrocuted in the penis. There's no other way to say it. Busta Rhymes took a sparking cable of some kind and just stabbed it directly into Michael Myers' penis. There's no other way to say it. You can't bleep it. Penis is an anatomical term. Michael Myers was electrocuted in the penis.
You don't have to say it 4 times.
Finally, we've gotten Not Like Other Girls out from under the soundboard and 3 wires that she was stuck under.
And to follow up Trick or Treat, mother, we got, hey, Mikey, happy f***ing Halloween.
Now the flames are consuming Michael Myers on camera, but as we know, he will survive.
He's like wrapped up in electrical cords. He's burning. The entire place burnt to the ground.
To the ground. Ashes.
That Laurie Strode on the poster of this movie is some of the most misleading movie marketing I've ever seen in my life. She has not returned yet. Is she not coming back? Is she Michael Myers?
All right, so Busta Rhymes is like, no, Michael Myers is not like a celebrity tie-in, like a gimmick. As someone who literally just made an entire reality show predicated on Michael Myers as celebrity tie-in and gimmick.
He learned his lesson.
He learned his lesson.
Was that
he said that Michael Myers is, quote, a killer shark in baggy ass overall.
Was that like a meta commentary about the Halloween franchise?
I don't know. Sarah, not like other girls, is doing the right thing. And she's like, I just want to see his burned and mangled face and body, please.
Unzip this body bag, please.
Busta Rhymes is still somehow in a rap battle with Michael Myers.
Yeah,
he's trying to roast him, even though he has been crisped. But I'm telling you, he is still alive.
Cut him up. Cut him up right now. You got
Take
all the tools.
Just cut his head straight off.
All right. We've looked at his burnt dead body. He's laying on the autopsy table.
Perhaps he was merely resting, like me an hour ago. But he's been pretty severely burned. The mask is kind of fused to his face, and he's alive.
Are you kidding?
He woke up.
They're playing the classic music here. Are you tired of Michael Myers?
I am. I think this one is the worst one. I really do. I think it's super dated, right? Where it's just like
the tech.
All the tech really takes you out of it.
And I love early 2000s technology, but it wasn't even working its magic on me.
No. This was the only movie that we didn't watch straight through. I had to take an hour nap and also 4 days off between viewings. I just feel like they had a good idea here, but it doesn't make sense to make it a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that?
Yeah. And when I was reading about it, it does sound like this was a germ of an idea the writer had. And then when he got hired to do Halloween, he kind of like adapted the idea into Halloween. Yeah. Okay.
It didn't need to be a Halloween movie.
Certainly not. And I think it would have been better off if it wasn't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be comparing it to the Halloween movies. This is your wrap up for all 8.
This is my wrap up for all 8. Here's what I'm going to say. Watch 1. 1 is genuinely, actually good. Original Halloween, OG, John Carpenter, Deborah Hill, classic, great music, just like a really good slasher film. 2, meh, hit or miss. Jamie Lee lays down a lot. 3, so bad it's good. Androids, snakes crawling out of kids' eyes.
Hey, kids, it's almost Halloween.
That one was so bad it's good. Like that, if you were looking for like, I want to throw popcorn at the screen and like laugh under a blanket with my significant other, that's a good one.
If that one wasn't called Halloween, it's kind of like the inverse of this movie, like where they shouldn't have inserted Michael Myers into this.
Yes.
Like that one, I don't even know they should have called. Anyway, I think it would be, who knows?
There was a distinct absence of witches, though, for a movie called Halloween Season of the Witch. They could have at least played the Donovan song, Season of the Witch, you know?
All right, now 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, 4, little girl. It was fine. Decent twist at the end when she kills her mom, dressed as Michael Myers. 5, lots of pointy-tailed kittens. Great if you like pointy-tailed kittens with little triangle tails. Not much else. 6, Satanic Panic.
Paul Rudd,
not great.
It's an interesting idea. I don't love it. The idea that Michael Myers is the result of a huge cult in the town.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Very much of its time.
They took a swing. They made an attempt to do something interesting, but
it was still a miss. 7.
H2O.
Oh, that one was okay.
I liked H2O.
I liked H2O as an exploration of, a woman trying to deal with PTSD, and it just ignored all the other Halloween films in the franchise, which I thought was really fun. And then Halloween Resurrection, michaelmyers.com, smash that like button and be sure to subscribe. This one was the worst one.
Yeah, this
was singularly bad.
It was hard to get through. I really thought it would be more fun because of the technology, the cast.
Nope.
It just was hard to sit through.
It wasn't even so bad. It was good. It's just bad.
Yeah, I agree with all your points. 1 and H2O for me were the highlights. Because, I think if you make it movies about Laurie Strode, they're kind of good. If the movies are about Michael Myers, they're not as good.
Or if they're not about Laurie Strode or Michael Myers, they're so bad they're good.
And number 3. Wow, Kate, thank you so much. Do you feel like you've gained anything from this experience? Be honest.
Yes. I don't know what it is. Yes. I got to watch a real John Carpenter film in the first movie. I got to learn about the producing dynasty of the Akkad family, and that story taught me that sometimes it's okay to just step away. What else did I learn? I learned I like the Halloween theme, but I don't like its variations. And it reaffirmed for me that Jamie Lee is an icon.
For me, I long to engage with popular culture. Like I really do. Like I enjoy understanding this series that has been so persistent, good or bad, for decades. You know, so that for me, I find that very personally enriching to engage with it, to watch them all and be like, I've seen all those and kind of understand them.
And I do understand why my mom was so scared of Halloween.
Yeah. Well, it came out in 1978. Like that's when our parents were
in high school,
graduating high school.
They
basically.
were Laurie Strode's age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom like looked like Laurie Strode basically in high school. All right, Kate. Well, thank you so much for going on this journey with me. In about a year, I'll start buttering you up and trying to convince you to do this again with a different horror franchise.
Which will it be?
Well, we'll see. I think I got 4 others in mind. All right, everybody. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. Next week, it'll be November. We'll do a month of normal Not-Stalgia. There's some 90s things in there, I promise. Sometimes I feel like we stray very far from the concept here. And then, before you know it, Kate, you'll be spinning that wheel of Scrooges. It'll be Christmas time.
I looked over at your computer the other day and you were trying to program the wheel of Scrooges, and the wheel of Scrooges just kept spinning. It kept spinning clockwise, and then all of a sudden it would spin very rapidly counterclockwise.
We'll talk more.
And then it would kind of compress into like an oval. Something's wrong with the wheel of Scrooges right now.
We'll talk more about the wheel of Scrooges.
Something is not right with the wheel of Scrooges.
In about a month, guys. You'll hear all about my struggles with the wheel of Scrooges. All right. See you guys next week. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat.
4 students are about to learn
I'm letting you think I am.
their teacher's terrifying secret.
Who is that? My brother. Michael!
Critics call Halloween H2O sensational. Smart and non-stop scary, Jamie Lee Curtis makes a triumphant return. Finally, a sequel that lives up to the original. Halloween H2O.